Okay, I think we're live. Yeah. Oh,
And in charge.
yes, live. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Lance. You having a good week?
Uh, yeah,
I'm
it's
having
fine.
a I'm not having really a great week.
How about them Cowboys?
Oh my God, don't even get me started. I mean, here's the thing. I
Sammy
would
touchdowns, baby.
What's that?
Sam Darnold. Sammy touchdowns, baby. Can't be stopped. I'm just waiting for
Yeah.
the other shoe to drop with the Vikings.
So we have the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Mhm.
Totally worth it. And look, I'm not gonna blame it. Uh I don't know what's going on though. I mean, I don't know football well enough to know what the problems are.
There are a lot of there's a
There are
lot of moving
a
parts.
lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Yeah, there's a lot of
What's
moving
so
parts
I
in
wanna
a
I
in
need
a
so I found so I've re organized my studio, my music studio. Although I think I just made something happen with my camera. Um, and I found I was moving some stuff around in the where I used to stream,
okay.
my live streams. Excuse me. And I found my Lebowski Funko Pops. And man, I want to watch that movie again. Such a
Hmm.
good movie. I haven't seen it in a while. There's a lot of ins, a lot of a lot of outs.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes? A lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's kind of like waxing poetic a little bit and being kind of a weirdo.
Anyway,
Um,
football. Yeah. I don't know,
yeah.
whatever. Cowboys.
I mean, both of my fantasy football teams are winless. I've got multiple injuries on both of them. Uh, they're done. They're just
You're
done.
done for the season.
I mean, no, I just people got to get healthier else because like, I play in a league where there's nobody to pick up. I mean, there's just no options,
Yeah, there's
to
nothing.
go out and find anybody. I mean, and one person
You
like
need some kicker. You
Tyreek
need
Hill
some.
is worthless now because he doesn't have a quarterback to throw at. He's my number one pick. So I'm just like, well, that's no good. You know, So I mean, it's just I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. It's just
It's
the
fine.
nice thing is, thank God the Vikings are actually doing okay because otherwise I'd have no reason to watch football. But
Sure.
it's but
Makes it. Yeah.
it just means I can defend the toilet bowl once I won the toilet bowl last year, and now I can win the toilet bowl 2 years in a row, and I can
So
defend it.
I thought about renewing my NFL All Access on YouTube, but the price is like $350. And
Or
I'm
you
like, you
just
know what? I don't think I care.
don't you have normal TV? Don't you have cable? Or do you just have streaming?
No, I use YouTube TV,
Okay.
but I did it last year and I had a lot of fun with it. But I just feel this year I want to focus more on music with my time than watching football games. You know what I mean? And then I can watch the games that are broadcast on regular TV, like YouTube
Yeah,
TV.
that's what I do. I
But I don't
don't
want to go
I
back and
don't really
watch
care
like
about watching
all the
all.
Eagles games or all the Giants games. I always like try to watch the NFC East games.
If you have it, I one year, I think it was because I got it through my phone. I
Yeah,
got
if you buy a new
NFL.
phone or something.
Yeah, I got NFL Red Zone, and that's pretty sweet actually.
That's the thing
Red,
that sucks. I just want Red Zone. But here's the thing, that's 8 hours on a Saturday. And then I'm
it's just
like,
the
oh,
perfect thing to have on in the background.
exactly. No, I mean, I spent many a Saturday with it on. I love it. It's the one of the best products ever made. Um, However, I do game day on Saturday, so I will never or Sunday. Oh no, it's Sunday, right? Never mind. Sorry. I match my days. Yeah, so I would basically have to take all my entire Sunday and watch at Red Zone.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
yeah, that the fact that you mentioned Red Zone now makes me regret. Now it's not, is it worth $350? I don't think it's really worth that much money.
it's weird to think about stuff like that. Like,
But
is
it's
it
basically
worth
8 hours of
this?
joy for like 16 weeks. I mean, it's 8 hours of pure bliss, right? It really is.
Sometimes, sometimes.
I mean, I just loved it. Anyway,
Um,
8 hours is a long time to sit in front of my desk. And if I'm going to do that, I want to do music. So I declined to renew my YouTube TV subscription to NFL.
you declined to
But
give
YouTube
the
TV is really
machine
great though,
all
by
that
the way. I don't
money.
know. I know people don't, obviously if you've got cable, it's not worth it, but I gotta tell you, man, it
Who
really is
has
good.
cable still though? That's the. I mean, I sometimes wonder
I,
about that.
we have Uverse, and I need to cancel it. So we're basically paying for two things. But
I
Michelle
just
watches a certain subset of things that I don't care about, and I'm like, if I cancel it, I'll have to figure out if I can get her the things she wants. Anyway, whatever.
yeah. I mean, I the way I do it is I
It is a
just
waste of money.
I have Hulu and I like Hulu and I just get
Hulu,
Hulu
Netflix.
and then you get Hulu Live for during football. I upgrade to Hulu Live so I can watch football. And so and then Peacock has games, Amazon Prime has
You're paying free
games,
Peacock,
and then well that's like
paying for net,
$7.99 a month. It's like
Amazon
nothing.
Live, Amazon
Well,
Prime.
yeah, yeah, who doesn't have
I mean,
Prime?
it's
So you
just
just have
crazy.
the
Add it all
Amazon
up.
anyway.
You have Netflix?
Yeah, I have Netflix, but that is like the one I watch the least of.
Do you have Apple TV?
I do, but that's super cheap too.
So
And I should
we're
just get rid of
basically in the
Apple
same
TV.
boat, dude.
But
We're
the
in the
thing
same boat.
is that I like putting on Ted Lasso as background noise on the TV
Well,
because
there's a
Ted
lot of good
Lasso is
Apple
such a good
shows.
show.
There's a lot of good Apple shows.
I mean, there's
You
like three
watch
or four.
the one
You know
with
what's
the
weird? You know what's weird is that like I was just thinking about this in the this morning or yesterday morning. I was like taking a shower or whatever, and I was just thinking about like all the stuff, all the different streaming services we have, and I was thinking about it, and I said, you know, first of all, I remember when YouTube Red or whatever before it became
premium. Yeah,
YouTube
they took the name
Premium.
away. They changed it to premium.
Yeah, that they had that was the only place you could watch um Karate Kid, the TV show,
Oh yeah,
right?
the Karate Kid show.
And then Netflix paid them a
Picked it up.
gajillion dollars or whatever and picked it up or whatever. And and then the thing that made me think about that was they had like the final season of Karate Kid like on Netflix, like, and it came out like last year, and I still haven't watched it. I just forgot all
I'm
about it.
behind. I'm a few seasons behind. I think I've
Just
seen two of the seasons.
just completely forgot that it existed.
Yeah, it happens. I'm not sure where I was going with this. Anyway, so when you spend a long time on something and then you find out that it was just in front of your face the whole time and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why did I not see this? You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah,
kind of
I got
almost like a
that.
blindness. Like you've looked something over so many times that you can't see what you were looking for. I did that on Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. I was spending hours on upgrading one of a BGG system that resizes thumbnails. Like every image that goes on BGG, there's this whole complicated process of resizing this for different thumbnails and stuff. Excuse me. And I sat there and I'm like, why can't I not get this to work? The first time when I set it up, it worked in 5 minutes. Like I literally had zero problems. I've worked on this system for now over a week. Today finally finished it because I was missing, well, two things. Missing one configuration line. I mean, I'm upgrading it, right?
Yeah.
And then once I got past that, the other one was just me not seeing a single line of text on a dialog box on Amazon's services. I'm infuriated how many hours I've wasted. I don't know. I guess like system administration is like a muscle. It
Yeah.
atrophies if you don't. I hadn't updated the system since 2022. A couple years go by. I think, oh, I could do this. I did it, no problem last time. Week later, finally got it working.
Yeah. I
Also got a fun lawyer thing today. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip the whole lawyer thing.
all
I'm
right.
not going to go into details. Let's just say it's annoying.
It is annoying. Can you imagine a world without lawyers? That Simpsons
Could.
episode, they're all of you like dancing around, just super
Yeah.
happy. And Lionel Hutz goes, oh.
Oh.
Yeah, just- um, I I watched like some YouTube video that was like, about an hour long or whatever, but it was all about how the usage of like the legalese that lawyers put into everything that make is like intentionally made that way so normal people can't understand it. And it isn't like today's lawyers do it. It's just that it was set up like that. They should have these historic precedents of like basically it was created like that to be like obtuse
Obtuse enough.
to
Good word.
that you couldn't just walk in and
Yeah,
say,
there's all kinds of things. Sometimes I'm like, what in the fuck does this mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I went through something a few years back, and I was just like, I think we spent 6 hours on the phone going over a document,
Ugh.
line by line, line by line. Crazy.
Um, let me
And
think.
then
What
I
else?
watch some people get away with the craziest stuff in the world, and never held accountable for anything.
Because they got money. But I when I like eventually like after staring at spreadsheets all day, like my son has gets out of school at 4 and then he's done with football practice around 5:30,
How's
5:40.
that going?
Yeah, I mean, so his team hasn't won a game.
You taking a hit yet?
Yeah, he's taken a few. Um, and he's got the bruises to show. But he's like the starting defensive tackle. Like he's like the over the center guy, and he's made a few good plays. He's saved
Any
a touch.
sacks?
Yeah, well, he's tackled a running back in the backfield. Not a lot of passing. Not a lot of passing in
Not
seventh
a lot
grade.
passing in high school.
Yeah, seventh grade football.
Seventh grade
Not a lot
football.
of passing. And when they do pass, it's like it's straight up. It's not like a nice tight spiral. And so and to be fair, like kids that age, they lose track of the person they're supposed to cover, right? And then that person will get open. Now it's like a coin flip that person's going to catch the ball when it gets to them. But if they do track them down, then all like three kids like will jump at the ball at the
Jump
exact
ball.
same time and
Yeah.
just and then it just flies. But no, so he's having fun. I mean, he's tentative. I mean, like it's just it's scary, right? You got somebody running at you, and like you got this image of like you're supposed to like leap at him. But I mean, he made his first diving tackle ever. He's like, I just went for it, and he tackled the guy, dove at a guy, and got him. And I was like, that's good. It's like you gotta learn that if you do that, you're not gonna get hurt. But anyway, the whole point of this was like so I remember when he got his gear, like when he got his helmet, he got his pads and everything like that. And there was this one, there was like 5 or 6 coaches, and then this one guy he was like, and I was like, hey, I don't know if I need to get him anything else. Is there anything else I need to get him? And he's like, this guy was like super nice. He was like, oh, he needs this, and this, and which one's your son? And I said, that's him. And he's like, oh, it's like cool. It's like, has he ever played football before? And I said, just for fun, nothing organized. He's like, don't worry about it. This is all about just seeing if they like it. And then after, it's like, this is just to get people to the point of like, do they think they'll have fun playing it? And that's how we try to just give them a taste of it. And then the ones that come back are the ones that are serious. And he's like, and it's just like, we're just here to have fun. And he was just super laid back, super nice. I wish I can remember his name. He's like the math teacher slash football coach. And I think I've told you before, I could tell some of the other football coaches a little more intense, just like, that kind of attitude or whatever. And that guy and another guy ended up being the 2 coaches for my son's team, which made me happy. Um, I was sitting there and I was just like, doing my thing, whatever, like, just kind of watching them play, just, standing next to my pickup and watching the practice. And it's fun. And all of a sudden, like they're running a play. This team was running a play to like do whatever. And like they screwed up the handoff. And then, yeah, one of these guys, I mean, he just was screaming at the kids. He's like, no, 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 stupid, stupid, stupid. He was just like, you run it again, run it till you do it perfect. And I was like, oh, I mean, I'm like 100 feet away from this guy, and I could hear him like he was standing right next to me. Just threw his hat on the ground. I was like, holy crap, dude!
Just
It's
for
like
fun, huh?
these are like 11 and 12-year-olds. You're like just losing your mind on. I mean, it was like if that was my kids' team, I probably would have waited until afterwards. I was like, can I talk to you for a second? Just like, especially if it had been my son, because he like threw his hat at one of them and just yelled and walked up and he like grabbed the football and jammed it into his gut. He's like, you hold on to the ball, and I was just like, can I talk to you for a second? If that would have been my son, I absolutely
Some
would have been.
people take things seriously. I probably am similar natured.
I mean, I get it.
We used to play Battlefield at work when I was working in video games.
Um,
Like we would get on the phone and they called me the Colonel.
oh, Battlefield. You mean
Remember
the
Battlefield
game? Yeah, yeah, I remember
1942
that
and all
game. It
that?
was great. That was great.
Yeah, my nickname was the Colonel.
Just because you were super serious about it.
I was took it seriously and I yelled and all that stuff. So
Hey,
I think it would probably come out of me if I was a coach. Did you hear this phrase? Mind mind your biscuits and your life will be gravy. You heard of it? Did you hear that?
I've heard
A Tim
something
Waltz
similar, but I've
thing.
never heard that in those exact
Well, there was a
words.
Tim Waltz thing like the other night. There was like I think I was watching uh Colbert or something,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they had like a little video clip of Tim Waltz pointing at a sign. He's like, is that your sign? Is that for real? Yes. Sign is mind your biscuits and and life will be gravy. I thought it was pretty fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, politics. Yeah,
Anyway, whatever. We'll stop
yeah,
talking
I
about
just,
it.
yeah. But
But I thought it was funny. I don't know
he's
why what made me think of that.
he's a good
Anyway,
folksy guy. I'll say that.
football. Were we on a different subject before the football
I
started?
don't know. I was
I
just,
think
I
you were
was like,
talking about
I mean,
something.
I was sitting there and I was like, I wasn't too impressed with that dude. I mean, dude
You
in
should
his maybe
coach. Oh,
late
you have
30s,
coached,
early
haven't you?
40s. Yeah, but I get it. He wants his kids to do well. And maybe he's asked him to do well. It's like I can remember. I try not to raise my voice too often when I'm dealing with my kids. But they definitely have gotten me to that point a few times, more than a few times. And it's just like, and I always quote the Simpsons moment where it's like Homer's like, Bart, I've tried yelling at you, I've tried bargaining with you, I've tried punishing you, and God help me, I even tried reasoning with you. It's just like, and it's just like it's one of those things where it's like you just say, don't do this anymore, don't do this, I don't want you to do this anymore, and they do it again and they do it again. So I'm sure he probably went through the whole, come on guys, let's try harder, let's try
He was
harder.
at his last
And after like the seventh or eighth, let's try harder, and
draw.
they do it wrong again. It's just kind of like,
Yeah.
when are you gonna listen? But yeah, what are you gonna do? I think I think I mean, the biggest thing is, like I said, his team hasn't won a game, but he plays well. He has some mental lapses. Like he doesn't have good ball awareness. Like he doesn't realize that the play is like nowhere near him. He's just focused on like getting through the guy that's in front of him, but the play's already past him. He needs to realize the ball's gone and chase after the
Yeah.
guy. But I asked him right now, are you having fun? He's like, yeah. And I was like, do you think you want to do it next year? He's like, yeah, absolutely. So all matters. He's having a good time. And he said he's too involved in having a good time to worry about wins and losses. So
So they haven't won one yet.
they haven't won one. They played what, 3 or 4
Well, the Cowboys
games?
have only won one out of three.
That's
So
true. Um,
they're only just behind the Cowboys.
so his last game actually happens on his birthday on October 7th. It's like, hey, it's your birthday. He's got 2 games left. They played 4 games. They're 0-4. It kind of is disheartening because like a lot of the parents are like, oh geez, they're all down. Like at first they're excited, they're because the kids are finally playing some sports, and then they're like, you know, and then like the second game they're like, well, we're
Yeah.
getting better, and then like the third week they're like, oh, you know,
No,
we played them tough, and then this last one they're like, everybody was just like,
we suck.
we suck.
We suck. Whatever. It's not about that for I think at
No,
seventh
it
stage.
isn't.
I
It
mean, come
isn't. But
on.
but you're as a parent, you want your kids
Yeah,
to do
you
well,
the
you
fact
know,
that
and
there's rules, but
yeah, you know, one guy got thrown out. Well, not thrown out. He was like he was down by the sideline. He was classic dad. And I was a hair away from like going over to say, hey, dude, you need to settle down. And like, cause he was like yelling at his kid. He's like, you need to try harder, Tyler. You need to get over the line, Tyler. Get over the line. Get that ball. Come on. Get strong. He's just screaming at the top of his lungs, and everybody's just looking over at him. And I was like, gonna go over, dude, just get out of
chill.
here.
Take a
And
chill.
then, but then the ref, he's like, only coaches and players on the sidelines, you know, sir. You know, it's like this is a warning, and you know, another word out of
Give
you,
me a yellow
and
card.
Moorhead gets a penalty. And
You
then
give
the
me a
guy
yellow
was,
card.
yeah, he just basically yelled at him, sir. Another word out of you. If I hear another word out of you, Minnesota gets a penalty, and Moorhead gets a penalty. I mean, it was a few people clapped. You know, he got yelled at. And he was chuffed and he walked away.
Uh, oh.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fine. You just,
By
and
the
I'm
way,
sure,
a single Kallax shelf, like a 4x4 Kallax shelf.
whatever. Yeah, I got it.
I did that on purpose. I wanted to see if you said
I
anything.
heard it. I
I
heard
saw
it.
your head turn. And
When I heard the Kalax, I thought of that K-Pax movie for the first time with
K-Pax.
remember that when he
I
was
never
like,
saw it, but I know it. I know, yeah, it
yeah,
was what's his name?
Kevin, yeah, we don't,
Something,
we
some
don't,
name. I can't remember what's his name.
yeah, what's
I
his
know.
name? We don't
What's his
remember him
name? Yeah, we
anymore.
don't remember him.
Yeah, but he was an alien or not an alien, and you didn't know for sure.
Yeah,
And
I never watched it. Did you ever see it?
no,
Yeah.
my mother did, and
I
she said
saw
it was
Pay It
really good.
Forward. I remember Pay It Forward and being like, "Oh, this is super depressing."
Yeah,
Okay, so
that was an
I could have maybe
extremely
Kalax, I mean K-Pax would have been better to watch. By the
K-Pax
way,
is actually the name of a series of novels. Hmm.
so I had a 4x4 in my spare bedroom that I wanted to move. And I had every solo game I ever played in it in the Kallax shelf. Is it a 4x4 or a 5x5? No, it's 4x4. I don't think I
Yeah.
can move a 5x5 by myself. So I started emptying it out. I filled up 4 fucking tubs of games. Five.
Yeah.
Like four and a like four and a fifth one full. Yeah, 5 tubs of games from one single Kallax. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, it was just those things can hold a ton of games. And I don't even think I had it full, like to the brim. You know, I was like, it wasn't optimized, if you know what I mean. And I'm like, man, I filled up a tub, took it downstairs, filled up another tub, took it downstairs. I'm like, damn, I'm getting tired. I don't want to carry down the stairs anymore. So I started like just leaving them at the top of the stairs. I filled up 5 fucking tubs of Cal 5 fucking tubs of games with Kallax. That was one Kallax shelf. Anyway, games, man.
They're heavy, and you should just get rid of them all. You
Yeah.
don't play them.
I mean, here's the thing, they're all solo games too. I'm not gonna play them.
I recently went over
I
to
mean,
my
I'm gonna put them to the library and stuff, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they'll get fed to the BGG machine.
I should just do that with the rest of my stuff too. I should just send it all to you. Wouldn't it be your problem?
Yeah, please. I mean,
Seriously, I
I'll
should.
deal with it.
Yeah. I should just get rid because I mean just because I'm so tired of like trying to get rid of like 50 or 60 games at a time. I just want to get rid of them all. But now we got all our stuff because I'm redoing my garage. Oh, I can tell you this.
By the way,
So
this was not even close to my face. It was sitting on my desk and this popped up.
nice.
Sitting on my desk, like just up in the air. I'm not even like it's not even to my face.
So I
I
was
had not seen this
working.
before. I'm gonna have to disable that. Say what?
So no, so, and this is, oh, hold on a second. My wife just texted me and text her back. All right, there we go. So, uh, I think I told you this. Maybe I didn't, but you're familiar with a garage, right? A car hole,
A what?
a garage, a car
Oh,
hole.
I didn't hear the second part. I never heard of it called
That was
that.
a Simpsons reference too.
Oh, okay.
He's like, "Oh, you have a fancy garage. I have a car hole." It's like,
Simpsons was so great, wasn't it? It's still, I
it
mean,
was
it's
so
like
good.
I haven't watched it in like 20 years, but it's so impactful.
Those
Anyway,
first like 10 seasons, absolutely.
yeah.
I mean,
It's like
just
50 seasons now, right? Something like that.
it's like a million. And I've had multiple people say like the last like 4 or 5 years have been really good, but I'm just like, when do I have
I
a time? I
I
don't have
watched the
time.
Quillaby one. That was the Morrissey Quillaby.
Yeah.
They had a pretty good song too. It was pretty Morrissey. Anyway,
I mean, it was just so it was so cutting edge, I guess, when it
yeah,
was like,
and nothing was really like that. Now everything's
like
cutting.
just like when they do the Dalmatians take off and with the Greyhound puppies and it's just like Lisa's like, Mr. Burns, you won't get away with this. And he hands her his cell phone. Here's a phone. Call somebody who cares. 911. Give me that. You know, it's like, I mean, that's just comedic perfection. It's just so good. But anyway, um, so it gets cold in the winter, and our garage has never been.
Oh,
We've
in
never put
Minnesota
up.
it gets cold.
Yeah, yeah. We've
Oh,
never put insulation in our garage. And so finally, like this is year my wife is talking about getting a new car and like our garage tends to get packed up with a ton of stuff. And so then she can't park her car in the garage, which is fine. I mean, I drive a beat up pickup. My kid drives a 20-year-old Honda Pilot. I mean, it's just like I'm not
leave
worried
it
about that. But
outside.
if she's gonna get a new car, she needs to be able to park, especially we're talking about getting an electric one. So
Oh, don't buy a Tesla.
we're not going to test it.
Okay.
There's other options. But if we do that, then we have to actually have the wiring. We have to pay,
Yeah, you have to get the high
the special
voltage.
wiring harness and everything like
Yeah,
that, and pay somebody to come in.
supercharger thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so because we have so much stuff, and our storage things that we have right now, or we're getting in the process of getting rid of, they're all like piecemeal. Like, oh, it's like somebody was giving away these cabinets, and it's like, sure, we'll take them. Like literally, I found a bunch of cabinets that we still use as our workbench on like the street with a sign that said free, take them.
Free dog.
And I just threw them in and this is like 12 years ago, and I threw them in the back of
Didn't you also like salvage your locker
well, no, we have
at
the
your high school?
lockers. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
when they tore down the old high school,
yeah. Yeah.
I bid on and I got six lockers.
You won your lockers.
Yeah, so those are actually in the garage now. We
Oh,
finally
okay.
found a spot for them and whatever. So I got to build. My wife and I got to build bases for them to get them up off the floor
Right.
because if
They're on the floor.
cars will come in that are wet
Bump
and
into them.
then it'll rust on the bottom. That's fine. That's easy enough. You just
Right.
get some 2x4s and you build a base. Anyway, the whole point of the story is that we went to Restore It. If you don't know what that is a place that Habitat for Humanity has these places called Restore It, which
Yeah,
is
I know. You
basically
can buy their old
yeah, and people donate
leftovers.
stuff all the time, and the money they get they use to help Habitat for Humanity or whatever. And
Oh yeah, didn't you
my
buy a bunch of
well,
insulation?
the slatboard stuff,
Oh,
basically, the
and
stuff that
then
has the
yeah,
grooves in it that you can. So last Saturday, my wife and I spent pretty much all of Saturday, um, like basically walling up one side. There's the side of the garage that is attached to the house that is already set up with all it's insulated because it's attached to the house. But then there's two sides that aren't, and so and I'm not horrible at carpentry. I learned a little bit from my dad, as far as how to do it, because he did it. He did carpentry like during the summer when he would, because he was a teacher, when he would do him and like 3 or 4 other teachers, they had a carpentry business or just basically construction business that they did. And so he's helped me like build out the basement that I'm in right now, things like that. And so I've learned a few things from him. Anyway, telling a long story, just
Yeah, I'm like, where?
anyway, so we're putting up all these things, and one of the most annoying things that you ever have to do is outlets, because outlets are already set up and everything like that. And so if plywood, the plywood we're using is like 3/4 of an inch, so it's definitely thicker. So you have to dismantle the box, and you have to. And I've done a little bit of electrical work, not a lot. I'm not great at it, but I know enough just to hurt myself. And so basically you have to dismantle the box and pull it forward, and so you can pull the thing, and then like you can set it up so it's flush with the plywood. And so there was one that was just an outlet, and I told my wife, okay, go turn off the power to it, and the garage door was open, lots of light coming in. You're smiling like you know the end of the story.
No, but
And,
I
and
said
so
something.
I'm sitting there, and like and there but there's like a work fan that's attached, that's attached to another outlet or whatever, that's on the same thing. And I see the lights turn off inside the garage, and the fan stops. I'm like, okay, cool. So I pull the thing out, and I take it apart, and I put it back together, and I get the plywood set up perfectly, get it set up, boom, screw it all back together. All right, go turn on the power, turn on the power, thing works, perfect. All right, cool.
Okay, that's not what I
So
was expecting.
no. So I was just like, okay, well, cool. I mean, I didn't, I like I said, I knew just enough to uh, be a danger to myself. So then I was like, okay, we move over to the next outlet, which is like this double light switch, one that turns on the outside light in the backyard, and one that turns on and off the lights in the garage. And so I said, okay, go turn off the power again. Everything turns off again. I'm like, all right, cool. And so I unscrew the faceplate, and I'm sitting there, and I've got to you got to pull, if you know what I'm talking about, but I got to move everything. And my fingers touch mainline electricity. Just, yeah! Like, and I've done it before. I've done it when I was messing with stuff before. When I was doing the basement down here, I mean, like everything, it's
It
like, and
wakes you up.
it's,
Yeah,
oh yeah, it's a wake up call,
yeah.
it's, I mean, you could, if you left your hand on it, you could probably kill yourself with it. But I mean, it's
You
not
got you got zapped.
yeah, it's not enough, but the whole thing about it is that it caught like it doesn't hurt right
Yeah.
at first. You just feel it, and you're like, duh, and then I was like, yo, and then like a few seconds later, you're like, it starts to ache a little bit, and then it's like about a half hour later, you get a really bad headache, and your shoulders hurt and everything like that, because you basically just caused all your muscles just to flex, at once. And it's just
Yeah.
like, and so you just burned a bunch of shit inside your body, with this electrical charge, and you just.
So why did it turn on again?
So my wife was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." Well, the thing was, it was like there was, um,
Two fuses for the
there was another, it was attached to another switch that was, it just said outdoor lights on. So it doesn't it doesn't
doesn't
say,
register.
yeah,
Garage.
it doesn't say anything about, oh,
Garage.
a garage on it. So like, well, there's one thing, and so I mean, I wasn't mad at my wife or anything. I would
Of
have done the
course.
same thing. I went like, oh yeah, it's off, let's go, let's make this happen. I mean, if I had been smart, I would have looked outside and said, oh wait,
Have
this
you seen
switch
those
turns
little
this
like
light off and on. So,
I don't know, they're like kind of
well, the tester things that
like a
you
little
can.
tester that it
Oh
goes
yeah,
green.
yeah. I've had those before, but you just get bored, and you're like, ah, I got it.
Ah, I got
Well,
this.
no, I mean, one time when I shocked the crap out of myself when I was doing the basement, 12 years ago or 11 years ago with my dad, um, I I went, like I was literally like messing with one of the outlets, and I was like, I could walk 15 feet that way and turn the power off in this room, or I bet I can just be really careful with this screwdriver. Just,
Fly across the window.
yeah, just like that was dumb. That's what I said after I did that. I was like, that was dumb. I'm gonna go turn that off. Click. Yeah, just.
I don't think
But
if I ever got shocked off mainline power. As a
isn't that
kid, I think
great?
I did, where I stuck my fingers in the outlets.
I can remember when I was a kid, I um I was in my dad's basement at his house. And I remember I was sitting there and I had this like you remember those shitty like marble, they weren't really pinball games where you like shoot the marble and you tried to land it in the little cups, or like it would go up and you tried to get it to land in the things and
Vaguely
they
remember
dribble.
them.
And this one that I can picture it in my head perfectly. This one that my dad had, you'd shoot it, and there was like all of these like African big game things, like oh, it's a lion, it's a cheetah,
Oh,
it's
I
a,
know that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and if it
Oh
landed on
man.
it, you got the points or whatever.
Yeah,
And
I know that.
I remember I had this, and I was playing it. I mean, there was nothing else to play on, and like in his basement, because like my grandparents were in town or something. I was just downstairs, just doing my own thing, and he hadn't finished his basement yet at this place. And I remember he had a dehumidifier down there that just ran, and then like you would drop the water in the bucket, and you go throw the bucket out every once in a while, because it just pulls all the moisture out of it. But anyway, I remember I was sitting there and I was just playing that, and I was playing that, and I remember I got this really weird like kind of feeling like when I was saying, and the thing was it was like because the pinball thing was metal and like I don't know. To this day, I don't know how it shocked me, but it must have been touching something on this metal dehumidifier that I was sitting on this chair in front of, that like it basically shocked me. And I remember as a kid, I was like, that felt weird, and I was like, well, I'll keep playing this game, and then it really shocked me. And I remember my grandpa came down and like he was like, uh, super like
Did you
mad
blow
at
a
my
fuse?
I don't know, but he came down. He was super mad at my dad. He's like, "What? You got to get rid of this." He said, "This is, it's like I think he saw that it was like the cords were frayed on it or something. He was just like, this is dangerous.
There
You're
was
gonna have
something
kids."
recently where I had like a. Oh, you know what it was? I know what it was. So I was trying to plug in my laptop at night on my bedside like plug. And I'm like, oh, I can't quite get you know when you're trying to plug something in the dark or whatever, you can't line it up and get it. You're like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Like I can't quite get it in the hole. You know what I mean? So I'm using my fingers as guides to guide the prongs into the socket, and I got shocked. That was pretty big.
nice.
Yeah.
I
So
found it.
I've learned a lesson there.
African Jungle Hunt
Oh,
is what
please
it
show
was
me a
called.
screenshot, and then I can see if man the nostalgia feels I feel strong though for me.
Yeah, hold on. Let me find a good image that I can share. Yeah, you were just like I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, I think I know what that is. And then I'm seeing it, and I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I did. God, why can't people take pictures that are in focus? Damn
Focus.
it! Yeah, this is the best I can do. Hold on,
Focus.
focus, Pinky.
Yes.
Yep,
We know
yeah,
this game.
yeah. I remember it, and I remember it was
1960s.
yeah, and like the hippopotamus, five
Yeah,
hundred
yeah, yeah.
points. And then
Wolver.
the line was worth 1,000, I remember. And then like in the bottom, if it fell all the way to the bottom,
You
you
get
get
some points.
you get some points. And I remember the black marble was worth
Double
double
something.
points or whatever.
Yeah.
Elephant, 1,000 points.
Are there any more of those kinds? Yeah, I don't know if I had that specific one, but like I definitely had one of those.
There's a more
That's a
in
better picture. I mean,
focus
isn't
picture.
it crazy that like eBay in the year 2024 with the most amazing cameras in our lifetimes, no one can still take good pictures with stuff?
Yeah.
Like, is this a picture from like the 60s, 70s or something?
I
Like,
don't know. But I'm
so
like, okay, so it's like a Cape Buffalo is worth 1,000 points, but a lion's worth 200? What?
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 What's the elephant?
What? What? I
Well,
mean,
Like the points are like, wait, what? The buffalo is
So
worth
hippopotamus
how,
500.
okay,
The
which is that
impala,
seems like a really hard shot.
yeah,
Like you have to like perfectly go high enough and then like make it okay.
yeah,
What's
leopard
what's
300,
what's the Impala?
impala
200 level
200,
300.
Cape buffalo
Oh, but that's
1,000,
in the middle of the table, so you can't
yeah,
quite,
giraffe 300, lion 200.
gorilla 300.
Look at that! Look at that
The little tiny
rhinoceros.
rhinoceros, like in the distance.
And zebras are
Z-
600, and elephant is 1,000.
The zebra. Hey, look at the guy in the front.
Yeah,
Oh, if you hit him, it's a miss.
yeah,
Wow. Yes, I totally had one of these.
yep.
It wasn't that design, but I feel like it was similar.
Yeah. No, that is exactly the one that I had. And I played with it on top of my dehumidifier and it shocked the piss out of me. But yeah, what are you gonna
Oh
do?
man, the nostalgia feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, so strong.
Um,
Oh, nostalgia's lovely later in life.
well, so remember
Especially
that
with now my
episode?
memory is a lot better for some reason. Like my
Yeah.
memory is sort of like with the sleep apnea stuff, I feel has messed me up for years. Just having a more solid memory. And now I forget shit all the time, but I definitely remember my nostalgic moments.
Um,
It's
I
delightful.
the one thing about nostalgia that drives me crazy is like I always like it makes me mad that I don't like sometimes don't have the stuff that I
Believe,
had.
believe
That
me, I wish we grew up in this era.
where
And
like
many of the
everything's
problems,
collectible and
no, everything is recordable.
mm,
Your kids are going to be like, I mean, you're like, I know, I don't know, maybe it won't mean so much to them when they get like to be 50. But man, I have no pictures of me in high school with friends, like zero,
I have
except for like yearbook, and I'm like in two pictures in yearbook. And then
I've
like
got probably 30 or 40 because I had a couple of friends who just took pictures and
I
took
have
pictures and
two
took
pictures
pictures.
from college. Like actually, I should post some because I feel like I've got some funny ass pictures from college,
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
but very
but I
few.
mean, I mean, it's supposed to be gone, right? I mean, it's just
It's what
it's supposed to be gone. Like as
it's
far as
supposed to
like
be,
it's supposed to be like the memories are supposed to be
right?
like
But it
Norm
would be
Macdonald
nice to have
famously
the
said
actual
like
things to like
he
look at
said
stuff.
in but he said like in 60 years people were saying, hey, do you want to see you want to see 1,000 pictures of my great grandpa and read about every single thing he did and every single day of his life? Yeah, just like because that's just
I
what it'll
mean,
be.
that can be powerful though. Anyway, whatever.
My I'll say this, and I appreciated what my here. Hold on a second, I gotta grab it.
Should tell Keith to jump on Alaboom.
All right. So my dad, who's still alive, in case anybody's wondering, um,
So's
he's
mine.
gonna he's gonna celebrate his 82nd birthday here very shortly.
My dad goes 80 this year.
Yeah.
Next year.
Anyway,
Next year.
my dad will never admit this, but he is a really good writer, and but he did the Storyworth thing, which and then he got me one too, and I'm supposed to do it. I'm really bad at it. I have to be
What's the story
inspired.
worth? Oh,
So basically,
I see what they did there.
yeah.
What's the story?
So you basically you write things like they ask you provocative questions about things like
Oh,
about your
okay.
life
Some
basically,
jog memory.
and then you write something about it, and so then after you're done, they'll bind it and print it off, and so like this is my dad wrote this. It's like old man, take a look at your life. That's my
Oh
dad.
man. Oh, that did he title that?
Well, that's the old Neil Young song. He's a big
I
Neil
know,
Young
but
fan.
like I know that's what I'm saying. That did he title that?
Yeah, he titled it
They titled.
because
Okay.
he's a big Neil Young. But that's when he went to Africa with his wife like about 10 years ago. So, and that's like one of the rare moments you'll see him
10 years ago,
smiling.
he went to Africa. Wow.
Yeah, he just
Man,
so
I don't
that
want to travel right now. I'm so tapped out. But anyway,
anyway, he yeah, I can't read the dedication that he wrote in this for me because I'll start crying. But he wrote this stuff about like growing up in small town North Dakota, growing up on a farm and what it was like to become a teacher and things like that. And then he was also very, very painfully honest about a lot of the things that he dealt with that were really painful for him. And it was one of those things where he didn't write it to like say, oh, what was me? He was just kind of writing it to say, you know, it wasn't all happy days, but it's also like one of those things like the hardships I went through, made me to the person I am. And then it was like and he shared a lot of stuff about my grandparents that I never knew, both good and bad, things like that they just it's I don't know. All I'm saying is that I want to do it and I think that um you have to do stuff like that for like so my kids know what it was like to grow up when I was a kid. That's what I'll do. I'll do something like that. So they'll have it after I'm gone. Now, obviously, they're gonna have hours upon hours upon hours of video that they're gonna be like, well, I'm not watching this shit, But um, it'll be interesting. But
I don't know. I
um,
think I think it's going to have a dramatic effect on society, like in 50 years, right? Whereas we had nothing. No, we had medium. There's mediums, but it was all degradable and people not so forever.
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
we
Right. Or
will
maybe
see.
not. 50 years is a long time. Not sure I'm going to make it.
I
Let's do a prediction.
prediction of
What's
what?
the impact of digital journaling in everyday life for 50 years?
I think we'll get to a point where like it'll just like I think, and this
Every
is
moment is going to
sad.
be recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like we
Sort of
will
sucks.
just AI will just like record you went here, and like it'll record your conversations. This is what you talked about here. My
Have you seen that Black Mirror that does that?
yeah, I've seen that.
Everybody has it in their brain. They record
Yeah.
everything and you can be blocked out. That's the greatest. I mean, that's a bad Black Mirror, but man, I see that happening. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, no, so the 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 thing about it is that uh you I think you'll get to a point where you'll have like everything like
Perfect
ready for
recall.
you, right? Or you'll be able to um always be able to look back, oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I say in that conversation? That kind of thing. And because right now, like in Google Meets, like you can do an AI thing that will just record a transcript
Yeah. And then
and we'll
summarize.
go and then also we'll tell you, oh well, this is the summary of the entire meeting, this is what you talked about, this is without going and then you want to read the transcript, that kind of thing. And the thing about and like literally I had a meeting last Thursday where I showed up and both Shane was out of town and Josh was out of town. And so I just talked to nobody and said, here's where I'm at with all the projects that I'm going on right now. See you later. And Josh was like, okay, that was cool. Thanks. It's like, here's my
Neat.
questions that I have for
That's
you,
cool.
which I don't really like it. I think that's lame. I think that it's stupid that we don't have people to talk or whatever. But I don't
Yeah.
know. I kind of tend to be of the mindset of it's too much, right? It's just
I
it's
definitely feel it compared to even like 20 years ago. like an intense technological pressure
Yeah.
building. Yeah, I don't
Do
know.
you?
It's not pleasant sometimes.
No, it isn't.
And I'm
Since we're
like, I
talking,
yearn for the days of, I mean, honestly, I yearn for the 90s.
yeah.
I feel like the 90s were just phenomenal.
Well, I mean, that's
I mean,
because
of course,
also
my
it's like we're
age,
old and we're like,
no age
in our
matters, but I
age.
just feel like of that, the time was just so, I don't know,
Time
something
didn't
about it.
flow as fast. Maybe I don't
What's
know,
that?
but that's bullshit too, right?
Time
Like
flows.
time doesn't flow as fast. Like somebody was trying to tell me about, oh yeah, time just seems to go by so fast. And well, I mean,
Oh,
it's an
it's a
actual,
relative
it's
thing
a
for
relative thing. Yeah, we talked about it before. When you're 10, 1 year is a
I
tenth of
had
your
a
life.
conversation with a famous game designer. I'm not going to say the name, I'm not going to name drop, but
Okay.
he said he was supposed to send me an article about the perception of time versus as you get older, and I can't remember. Yeah, I need to bug him and tell him to send it to me. But yeah, it's just an odd phenomenon. Oh, you know what? You know what he said? No, this was super insightful. He said, when you're young, everything is new and your brain is constantly making changes, right? Your mind is constantly absorbing information and experiences. And as time goes on and your experiences kind of basically are always the same, your brain doesn't change. So it's not as worked.
Hmm.
And therefore you feel the perception of time being faster because your brain isn't being overloaded with so much stuff. Does that make sense?
Does make sense.
It does make, and I said, that is pretty smart insight there. Hadn't really thought about that. Now it makes sense, just I think just as a hypothesis. But the reality is I feel, I mean, it's fucking September. It's September's over. I blinked and September's over. I'm like, man, what the heck? It's like I can't even believe it.
I I don't know, man. I mean, it's like I with because we're like so close in age. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
we're 6 months apart. When's your birthday?
No, we're your birthday's in December,
January.
isn't it? No,
January.
January. Yeah, mine's in December. Yours is in January.
Oh, so we're 1 month apart.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Oh no, we're I'm 50. Yeah, I'll be 54 next year.
yeah. I'm 1 year. I'm a year and a month behind you because
You
I'll be
turned
50. I'll
53
be
this year. Yeah, so
53.
we're a year apart. We're a year apart.
Yeah, a year
And a
apart.
month.
But the thing about it is that I'm always of that mindset of I don't like feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older. I hate that feeling. I hate
Yeah.
it because it's just like, what are you gonna do about it? I mean, it's such a it's such a and I realize you get caught up in it and realizing
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it.
you can
But
get I can get into
what's the
these
point? What's the point,
existential
right?
crises in the shower, and I'm like, I gotta stop thinking about this.
Yeah, the only thing that the ones I hate are when I'm trying to go to sleep. That because like I don't have anything to bother me. Like that'll
The
pay
mind
attention.
wanders into the
Oh yeah,
existential.
the mind wanders into the nothingness, right? And you're just kind of like you're sitting there and you're all just you gotta sit there and
Anyway, we
think.
should talk about games at some point here. By the way,
Yeah.
unless you want to change subject, because I got
Well,
a game.
no. What I wanted to talk about
Oh,
because
you got
we were
say
sitting there
say what you're
talking
gonna
about
say.
tech and
Yeah,
tech. Have
the
you
tech
ever
pressure.
watched? And I know Kabuki Kid has watched these, but I mean, have you ever watched? Or you? Oh, first of all, one. Are you gonna watch the Vince McMahon documentary on Netflix?
Not really.
It get
I mean, I'll watch it.
released.
You tell me if you tell me to watch it, I'll watch it.
I've heard it's really good. I gotta set some time aside to watch it. Because the guy's like just a turd, right? And so like, and he willingly allowed himself to be interviewed and be a part of it, and then now he's of course distancing
I mean,
himself
it's kind
from
of an amazing thing of what he did,
it. It
what he
is,
built. I do want to see it from the just the entrepreneurial
yeah. I mean,
insight of it.
he was still a turd,
Yeah, for
but
sure. No question.
I mean most uh most billionaires are. I mean, so I mean it's just like whatever. But uh the the podcast Behind the Bastards. Have you listened to it? Oh man,
No.
you should. It is. like it's just this
Add it
guy
to
who's
my
he's
podcatcher now.
yeah,
Podcatcher. What is it?
he's a comedian or whatever, and he's a writer, and he's done a lot of things, and he has like a special guest on and everything like that. But like he basically they do these podcasts that are about the worst human beings that ever lived, that kind of thing.
What's it
And
called?
then Behind the Bastards. And then and like so I just got done, I think it was either 5 or 4 episodes. It was all about Steve Jobs and just
Oh,
he's
oh yeah, he's awful.
what a POS that guy was.
I mean,
Just
I respected him until I found out about it. I mean, I still kind of respect him for the accomplishments, but like the way he treated his family, I just can't.
yeah. And like the whole thing about when they had to work for uh
Oh, I like the font of their logo. That's cool.
yeah,
Looks like a Russian.
they had to work for like Atari to do something like that,
Yeah.
and it was him and Wozniak had to do something,
Yep.
and so they sat there and they were working on it, and of course like and the whole thing was like Steve Jobs, like I mean he had talent, but he was not an engineer by any means. Like he knew how to like
Yeah, yeah.
he just and so they had to get all of this like they had to get something done. I forget what it was for Atari for Bushnell, and they basically said, oh, it's like, and then they gave him like some sort of bonus or whatever. They're like, we'll it's like if you can get the processor or the chipset or whatever, if you can get that to us by this date, we'll give you a bonus. And so according to the stories, and who knows if it's true, but there's been like many people have corroborated the story. They said that basically Jobs just basically he kept pushing Wozniak to do it and like just like doing very little of the work, and Wozniak was doing most of it, and then they got it done, and so then Atari paid them like $900 each or something for it, and then depending on who you speak to, is either $5,000, and this is like 1977 money, 1970.
Yeah, right.
It
So like
was
$1 million.
well, yeah, like a couple of billion at least, right? But it was supposed to either be like $5,000 or $7,000 as a bonus. They said, oh yeah, you hit the mark. Wozniak never knew there was a mark to hit, and Steve Jobs kept all the money himself.
That's some shit.
And then 10 years later, like Wozniak found out about it. He said, I read about it in a book that he had done that to me. And he's like, he was my best friend. And he's like, I don't even really
That
care about the
that was
money.
$34,000
Yeah.
equivalency.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, I don't really care about the money. He's just, why would he betray me like that? He said, he's like, I remember when I read that, I sat there and I cried. He said, yeah. And it's just kind of like, and if you know anything about Wozniak, everything you read about that guy
Oh, this was
is,
for Breakout, the video game.
yeah,
Great game.
great kid. But
That
I mean,
was
it's like, that was one of those things where he's just a turd, Yeah. But so yeah, if you ever want to like have something on there, like you go read that. Like I'm listening to the ones about Dr. Laura Schlesinger right now. And
what was she did? What was her
she
deal?
was the call-in radio person that she would
I did.
like
I remember that.
people
I
would call
remember
in
that
and
show. I
she'd call
listened to that
everybody
show.
stupid for their
Yeah, I remember
problems.
that
It's
show.
like
Yeah, yeah. We listened to that show. Like Loveline. Did you listen to Loveline back in the day? The radio show?
Loveline, like the old
Yeah,
one.
Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Have yes, and I do remember that, and both of them have kind of turned into turds. Have you seen like a Dr. Drew
Kinda.
is a guy who's just taking whatever fame he has to like hawk whatever he possibly can, which fine, whatever, capitalism. And Adam Carolla made a horrendously awful, um, severely right wing cartoon show that nobody watched.
Mm.
And now it's like an Adam Carolla has come out just basically to be like, a well, somebody
I've
whose
watched his. I've watched.
political lines don't match up with me at all.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about games.
But which
Well, let's
games?
do the preview too, because otherwise we're gonna be here all night.
Well, yeah,
So,
but it's just me and you. I mean, it's just
I mean, what
like,
are we gonna do? I mean, like,
all right, all right.
be
Well, I
done.
mean, that's
So,
gonna hold on, hold on. I got one.
but
I got one final clue to give for my final thing.
okay.
Once we, um, so for the last thing here, I got to write this down.
Where's Matt?
Matt said he'd be here very shortly. He's
Oh,
gonna take
okay.
a call for. He's got dagger heart business. So
That's some serious business.
that's
So
that's
I played this game, like, so I
business,
made my
as I
S in
would call it.
anticipation list last week because I did a podcast with Candace. By the way, 2 years of podcasting. Crazy time.
Nice.
That's how to talk about time flying. The BGG podcast has been out for 2 years now. Um, one of the games was on the list was called Thorgal. The it's got a longer name than that, but Thorgal is the game. That was on my number five. That was number five of my list, which was also her number five. Which is I shouldn't be spoiling the show, but whatever. Spoilers. Thorgal the board game. Clever name, right? I guess
Yeah.
there's like Thorgal the card game. It's based on this comic book from the 70s about Norse mythology.
Yep, I know the comic book. I mean,
You
I'm
do?
not like an avid reader of it or anything, but I know what it is.
So it's fantastic. It's a it's not like a RPG adventure game, but it is a thematic strategy game similar to like a Robinson Crusoe.
Okay.
So you get presented with a scenario. The first scenario is destroy the temple or incite a rebellion against the temple. Like there's this evil overlord. I don't know. We missed one part of the one big page of the story that we were like, I didn't notice it until we were like halfway through it, and we're like, we're not going to bother reading it.
Yeah.
By the way, sidetrack. AI is incredible for narrating games for you. You take pictures of the pages and you just say, read this to me.
No.
That's aces for me.
Aces.
I mean, it's so good because then no one sits there and has to read it, right?
I
Like,
guess. I
like I
guess.
can focus on the like sometimes I read it, sometimes my buddies read it. If you read it, it's hard to like focus on it and read it at the same time, like talking through it. So you can't immerse into it. Does that make sense?
I got it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Anyway, so another AI positive
Another.
that I feel, and by the way, it works very well with any picture. I've taken some really shitty pictures. I'm like, I don't think I'll be able to get it. Oh, let's just try it. It works. Like what? It just does. And with very few errors, very few. And it does change the word sometimes though, which is I found kind of interesting. Like it'll kind of like change. It'll like replace like a sentence for like with like one word, but it still means the same thing, right? It's kind of strange how that works. So Thorgal, the board game, you get presented a scenario, and the scenario for the first one, and this is, I mean, I guess it's sort of a spoiler, but you can replay these. They're not really like they're not supposed to be campaign. It's not campaign in any way. There's 10 missions in the box. Um, the first one is like destroy the temple. It's not really destroy the temple because you have two ways to win. You can either destroy the temple or you can incite a rebellion. Right? So there's two paths to victory. You are captured though as slaves at the beginning. There's a lot of slavery in the game, by the way. That's kind of like a weird thing. So you're playing a captured slave and you free yourself and the story, and then the story begins. And then you work through the scenarios. And so it's sort of like Robinson Crusoe. You ever play
Okay.
that? Which I
Yeah,
like.
I
I
remember
really like
Robinson
Robinson
Crusoe.
Crusoe. You take like one action. So it's got this really kind of clever action. It's like a worker placement kind of thing. It's not really worker placement. You're doing actions. And it's it's really clever. Like it's just great. And so it's resource management, strategy, a little bit of adventuring, a little bit of exploration. You don't really know what you're supposed to be doing. You sort of have to uncover the scenario. You can read ahead and spoil it, but it's more fun to like experience it in the moment. And then you try to beat it. And it really was tight in our scenario. We played it. We actually lost by like one die roll. We hemmed and hawed about inciting rebellion versus like just destroying the temple. And eventually we're like, I think we can just. Oh no, there was three ways to beat it. Or can't remember. There might have been three. Yeah. Oh no, we were going to incite the rebellion, but there. Well, we did hem and haw about it for a while, and basically, I think that's what kind of screwed us in the end.
Okay.
Um, which was wonderfully fun, by the way. Just the like, I got into. I'm like, man, if we mine they had these, we call them chicken feet. They're basically like they were like little lightning bolt, or no, the chicken feet were the rebels, but there were these lightning bolts that were supposed to be like the mine stones or whatever, the moon stones that you could use to blow up the temple. They were very powerful. I felt like we could have done that at some point, but eventually we tried to make the rebels outnumber the guards at the towers at the temple, and so we whittled down the guard, and so the guards just kept getting more powerful. And we're like, oh my god, the combat in this game is no joke, and it is a intense combat system. It's not like a drawn out thing, but it's a tile placement. Like if you like polynomial tile placement, this game is going to be your jam. Like I had so much fun with it. Like the combat system itself is a polynomial game, and that's a drawback. There's no flavor in the enemies. They're just grids of combats. Like it'll just give you a grid and it'll show you his hearts, where his hearts are, or their hearts, whatever. And so you could be fighting guards or you could be fighting wolves. They're the same, which is sort of sucks. That's my one drawback of the game. It doesn't have a huge amount of flavor with that. But man, is it great. You roll dice. There's some dice rolling, tile placement with the polynomial stuff. Polyominoes, not polynomials. Polynomial.
I did,
Polyominoes.
I said that same thing last night.
Polynomials.
Polynomial. Like, no,
Oh
that
yeah.
doesn't sound
It's an algebra problem.
right.
But it's super fun because you basically like, how can I figure out how to make the polyominoes fit and cover the because you have
What
to
game is this?
Thorgal, the board game. Thorgal. It just came out. So I put it on my SN anticipation list, forgetting that I backed it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It came the next day. Like literally, like I said, Candace, this is so crazy because I recorded with Candace. I sent her a picture of me holding the box, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this weekend. So my anticipation list has come to light.
Where's Candace again?
She's in LA.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. But they're going to Essen this week, right? So, but we were podcasting last week
Cool.
for the 2 year. Every year I do the Essen
Yeah,
anticipation.
you were saying.
This is the third. Yeah, this is the third time. So, but man, was that fun. And I found out that I'm annoying.
How so?
So I got into it so much that I was basically quarterbacking.
Uh,
And I basically had to sit in my hands. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, but that's so endearing though.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, I guess so.
Depends who you ask. Anyway,
Ends.
so near the end, I was just like, okay, I need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
I acknowledged it and I noticed it. I'm like, okay. Well, I was told. I shouldn't say I would acknowledge it on my own. I was called out for it. So I pulled back.
There you go.
But the game is fantastic. It's so good. Can't wait to play it again. Thorgal. And if you like Robinson Crusoe type puzzles, because it's like a puzzle with like a strategy, a little bit of adventure. There's not like any role playing in per se. You do upgrade yourself. You do level up. That's not real. And with the way this works though is it's minimal role playing type elements. You don't get to choose how you upgrade. Like I can't make my like character be who I want to be. It's just this character just gets stronger over time.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a good twist on I'll say the Robinson Crusoe system. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar.
Did I ever suck at that game?
How many times have you played it?
Twice in 15 minutes.
So did you play the scenario they say they recommend?
Probably.
That is not the scenario to play with that game. It's
like literally we died twice in 15 minutes.
Oh, you died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could happen, I guess. That seems really harsh though. Yeah. But the scenario I recommend everyone to play is Save Jenny versus the one they tell you build the fire. Build the
Okay.
fire is the first scenario, which has a ton of mechanics in it. Save Jenny is way easier
Jenny.
or way more intro and
So
shorter.
cool. I I played some games last week. I went to QsCon.
Yeah, how was that?
It was fantastic. For a 3 hour drive, it was fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
that's pretty good.
It was chill. I didn't like when I go to cons, I don't play very many games. I'm there for social
Social.
mostly,
Yeah.
but it was really nice. I got to teach luthier twice.
How long does that game take? Like, what's the timeline?
Funny you should ask, Scott. So the first game was me, Ryan Bruins, Derek Johnson, and this young fella. And this young fellow was what's that?
No, that's making fun of you.
This young fella was
Hey, fella.
really eager to play, and boy was he inquisitive. So inquisitive that he asks, and I'm not really exaggerating a lot here, but between 5 and 10 questions each turn.
No, that's rough.
So full game of 6 rounds was supposed to usually takes between 2.5 and 3.5 hours with the teach. They were at 4 hours on finishing up round 4.
How many rounds is it?
6.
Ooh. So basically an hour a round.
Well, these guys, yeah. So and then the next round we played with some other people. Donnie and Corey and Evan Derek were playing, and they ran through it in 3.5. So very different experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a really fun game, Treasure Hunter, maybe,
Sure, Hunter.
where it's like
What's the main mechanics?
so you have a hand of cards. It's a drafting game, and you there's 4 suits or something like that, and each or maybe 6 suits, and each of the suits has no 3 suits, and then there's most and least rewards. And each hand you evaluate each of them. Like okay, this suit, who has the most? Oh, I do. Great, you get this bonus. And you put random bonuses out for the 6 spots. So them having the most could be a negative thing.
What's it themed at? What is it like a
There's
dungeon?
goblins in it.
Oh, I know
have
this game. I know what you're talking about. Is it a Queen game?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know that game.
I really
Is
enjoyed
it
that
called
one.
Treasure Hunter?
I don't know, something like that.
I can't remember what it was called. I feel like it got the shaft
I really enjoyed it.
back in the day.
We played Gnome Hollow.
Yeah, what do you think?
Don't need to play that one again.
Yeah, weird, right?
I mean,
I wanted to love that game, man. I
too.
really did. I feel like I maybe didn't give it
I mean, it wasn't bad,
No, it's not. That's not bad.
but it was just I found it
But
very
it's not what you
samey.
think it would be.
Yeah. Evan put it really well. There's no arc or ramping up of what you're doing.
Did you play Mean? Treasure? Yeah, it is called Treasure Hunter.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe that's
So
maybe that's not the
I
one
don't
I'm
know.
thinking.
Gnome Hollow
But
was
yeah, I know this game. It's Richard Garfield.
Is it? Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we sit down. This is my first game of the con to play Gnome Hall. We sit down, and I'm like, you know, I'm about to make comments on this is the deluxe version. They don't even have double or dual layer player boards for these tokens, and I'm about to say that, and all of a sudden, I have 6 little tokens, and I'm putting them in the spots where they need to go, and it goes click, and it magnetizes
Oh,
to
it
the board. I'm
Magma.
like,
Oh, okay.
oh,
That's even better.
that's fucking neat. That is neat. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. But no, it was good. No, I mean, I think we played a couple more games, and I played a game, uh, Junk Drawer.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Chad put that out with 25th Century.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a
Is
little
that where you have to like
it was a
decide?
polynomial game.
Oh, it's a polynomial game. Maybe it's not what I'm thinking of.
You basically there's like a whole bunch of different goal cards of like you have this board with four equally sized drawers that are probably like 5 by 5 grids, and
I see.
there's a bunch of goals out. In this drawer you have there's four goals out, one for each of the colored drawers. For this one, you have to have nothing around the perimeter. For this one, nothing in the center. For this one, only on the left side, and stuff like that. So you gotta place your things and try and. It was cute. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But this, I gotta say, Mike does a really good job of this con. It's for it was like
Does he
500
run it all
people.
himself?
Yeah, that's the thing. He does it all himself, and it's super chill. And it's not like anybody's running around like a chicken with a head cut off. It just happens.
Does he bring games too, or do people bring their games?
He has a library of about 5,000 games.
5,000.
Yeah,
Wow, that's a big library.
and he only brings like a quarter of it. So he brings like
That's a little better, easier to manage.
four racks of games on.
Yeah, we
wheels.
did 1,000 games in the first BGG con, and that was a lot
Yeah,
for one person. Yeah.
This is probably like he probably brings like 1,000, 1,200 games.
Hey, Anthony.
How's it going?
How's it
Hello,
going?
Anthony. Well, now that everybody's here, well, I mean,
Everybody?
Evan will show up.
People that
later.
matter.
We could
People that matter.
we could do the initials that Anthony
Me and
was
Lance
supposed
were
to
having
put together.
existential crises right before you guys arrived.
I kind of caught some of that.
Anyway, we can move on from that.
Let's do initials.
I'm sorry. I got distracted and then shit happened.
Stuff happens. Don't worry about it. Only 3 of you, but it
I've
should be.
been there.
This should be a good one.
Oh,
All right.
Lance, I wrapped up my my DMing arc tonight.
So now you're gonna go back to playing.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to give kudos to this book. It makes me want to play again.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it's a new one. It makes me want to play again, honestly.
Oh.
The way they've written it, it's very good.
I have a
Oh,
grievance.
all those idiots who are like, go woke, go broke. This is gonna be the final nail. What has sold more copies?
Yeah, it's the best-selling book of all time, right?
It's the best-selling book of all time. It has sold more
Fastest but
copies.
most-selling book, yes.
It has sold more copies in the last like 3 months than it's just
All of them
ridiculous.
put together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that, but yeah, something like that.
I have a grievance about D&D.
All right.
So Jason Alexander has this podcast that he does with some other dude. And
Xander the actor.
yeah, George Costanza.
George.
So he they talk about a bunch of things, but because it's the 50th year of D&D anniversary, he has this guy on that's a game historian, and he wrote a book about stuff. And they talked about Dungeons and Dragons, and Jason Alexander's son is big into it. Apparently, he's like a DM and stuff. And the whole interview was like 40 minutes long, and the whole interview was very respectful and everything. Up until the point where they thanked the guy for coming on, and he kind of dropped off the call. After that point, they kind of started making fun of it.
Oh, they were taking the piss out of him or something?
Not the guy,
Oh, not the guy, but just the hobby.
belittling it. Like, I'm not a little kid. I'm not.
But
gonna
Jason
take my
Alexander's
sleep."
son was into it, or the other
Yeah.
guy? Was into it?
Jason Alexander's son. It was just it really left a bad taste in my mouth watching that
Well, he'll probably get lit up for it.
the last 10 minutes. I looked and I couldn't find anything, which I was surprised about, but
Well, you'll never see anything about it. But I'm just saying, like, he'll get bad feedback, maybe.
I hope so, because it was really sad to see that. I'm like why
Anyway,
would you
the book
do
is
it?
the book is really good.
Yeah, I'll have to. I wonder how much it is online.
Not that I don't think it was that expensive. It just makes me want to play again. Here's a picture of the
All
bar.
right. Before we start initials, I will not be here next week.
Yeah.
So just warning you ahead of time. So I'm
So
gonna
you're gonna
go
hold
and
back?
handicap. I'm gonna handicap myself and
Okay, to not
go.
answer
I
after
can't answer until
till
question
fourth clue.
It's
till
only
the till
29 bucks.
straight.
Yeah, exactly. It's like super cheap.
Oh, damn it. And how much is it? And it's only 59 for the digital physical.
You need the digital.
I only use the digital mostly.
Oh, okay.
Like I bought the
I mean, you know, the book is hard copy. If you just want digital, you probably could get away with that.
and this is the problem I had last time, which is why Evan had to bring it to a con for me because it basically shipping was the same cost as the whole thing.
Oh, you know, it's not on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
That's how I got it.
All right.
You
here
know,
we go.
half the book is spells, but
55 bucks. Cheaper than it is. Oh, so you see it's cheaper. It's cheaper than it is. But the thing is, I have to buy this and the digital copy. I can't get the bundle here. Anyways, sorry.
Okay.
Enough of that.
sorry, Lance.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Sorry, Lance.
Initials.
Yeah, let's do it.
I have 15 items
15.
with 6 clues each.
Wow.
I'll mind you, I like to remind you, I did not know I was going to be doing this until 2 hours before press time. So,
2
Yeah.
hours to do that many clues?
yeah, I'm an expert at this now. All
That's
right,
90 clues? Yeah.
here are your initials for our game on the 25th of September 2024, the year of our Lord.
By the way, I did get a few compliments last week for mine.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Handed to me.
You did.
Told,
They were good.
told to me.
W. W.
Oh.
WW.
All right.
W. W. Item number 1. Started in the United Kingdom. Number 2. Began in 1987. Number 3. Has a protagonist, a villain, twin sisters, a dog, a ferret, a wizard, and more. Number 4. The film rights for this have been bought and sold several times without a feature film ever being made. Number 5. Had a short-lived TV series and a comic strip.
Yeah.
Final clue. This collection of books challenges the reader to find characters on the
Matt.
art page. Go ahead.
Where's Waldo?
Where's
Oh my
Waldo?
God. I wasn't-
Is correct.
Totally off base with that.
Where's Waldo? Do you realize that there's Anthony? What's up? I can't hear you. I
You're
can't hear
muted.
Anthony.
Can't hear you.
Did you mute yourself,
Did
Anthony?
you call in? He gave
Maybe.
himself a true handicap.
I was going to say he did give
Still
himself
can't-
a true
Yeah, we
handicap.
can't hear you. Maybe you need to reset.
Did I not win that,
Can you
Anthony?
hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. Were you trying to ring in?
What number did you call in on? Or did you?
The fourth one.
Oh, the fourth
Oh,
one.
It's all right.
Oh. Well, technical
yeah. You know,
foul.
here's
It's
the
all right.
quarter. Buy a better computer. Item number 2. Employs over 13,000 people worldwide.
Hmm.
Clue number 2. on a whole, earns over $2.1 billion per year. Clue number 3. It is generally considered to have been officially organized and started in 1950. Clue number 4. This organized activity started in the U.S., but businesses can now be found on every continent.
Anthony.
Go for
Weight Watchers.
it.
Nice guess, though.
Clue number 5. Environmentalists take issue with this because of the possible endangerment of the animals involved.
Is it Wabbit Westling?
Final clue. This tourist activity normally takes place on boats so people can get close. Oh,
I heard
Good
Aldi first.
I thought Aldi was in on a hair. Do we need to go to the recording? Okay, we need a recording. Kabuki, we need a judgment.
Wabbit Westling.
Waiting on Kabuki. Still waiting. Kabuki has given it to Aldi, the adjudicator of everything.
Is it whale watching?
Whale watching is correct. Item.
Weight Watchers, same thing.
Yeah. Item number 3. Susan Eisenberg.
Oh,
Clue number 2. Harry Russell. Clue number 3. Rosario Dawson.
Anthony.
Go for it.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman is correct. The next clues are Lucy Lawless, Gal
I
Gadot,
knew
and
Susan
Linda
Eisenberg
Carter.
was the Justice League Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Son of a
they
bitch.
all women who have
Yes.
portrayed Wonder Woman.
When did Rosario Dawson portray her?
She did some voice acting for a
Oh, did
couple of
she?
different video movies,
Nice.
things like that. So, all right, here we go. Item number 4. Clue number 1. In a sense, was in a movie with Chris Pine.
So it's not the last answer.
Clue number 2. Gives their name to over 30 beers. Clue number 3. Was the defendant in a trial for war crimes. Clue number 4. Did not secretly sire a king of England. Clue number 5. Much of their life has been glamorized since their death by draw and quartering. Aldi, go ahead.
William Wallace.
William Wallace is correct. So in the movie Braveheart,
I was just about to buzz in.
when the movie Braveheart, when she says she's pregnant with this child and the
Right.
child's gonna become the king of England or whatever.
Yeah.
That girl was in real life was 3 years old when William Wallace died. So that is a made up.
The fallacy,
that
the
is a
phallic fallacy.
There you go. There you go. All right, item number 5. It's anybody's game. Number 1. Their middle name is Hartwell.
Tartwell?
Hartwell. With an H.
Oh, excuse me.
Ha. Clue number 2. Their father died of Huntington's disease when they were 6.
What?
Clue number 3. Sold their financial stake as a founder in a company for $5,000 that would have eventually been worth billions.
I feel like I know this already and just cannot remember it now.
Anthony, go.
Walter White.
Walter White is correct. Walter White.
So okay.
Your internet's really bad. You're like chopping up.
You're
there,
like
Anthony,
5
just
seconds
so you
lag
know.
or something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it gives you guys an advantage.
Yeah. Married father of 2 children. Diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer at the age of 50. Was killed by a bullet from an M60 during a drug shootout. Yeah.
What?
All right. Item number 6. Clue number 1. One turned their ex-lover into a 6-headed monster. Clue number 2. One summoned the powers of hell to torment their partner. Clue number 3. One raised the dead to do their bidding.
Matt,
Go for it.
Wicked Witch.
Is correct. Well done, Matthew. Well done. So
I almost said
that's
White Witch, but that's gonna.
that's Cersei.
The
That's
first one is
Medea.
Celia, and I couldn't.
Yeah. One was known for their hut, Baba Yaga. One was killed by a cyclone, the Wicked Witch of the East. But the most famous one was known for their winged monkeys. Item number 7. Number 1. This is a normal condition within your body. Clue number 2. Adjusting your diet can affect this.
Matt,
Go for it. 5.
Water weight.
Water weight is correct, Matthew.
Nice.
Well done. Well done, Matthew. Adjusting your diet can affect this. Making sure you have enough protein is one way it does. Regular exercise will lower it. Oddly, staying hydrated reduces this. So if you're more hydrated, your body doesn't feel like it needs to retain water. So you'll actually. Anyway. Item number 8.
That's what my problem is.
Yes. Item number 8. Clue number 1. First invented and installed in 1902. Number 2. However, the patent for this idea was filed in 1896. Number 3. Early versions were powered by pneumatic devices. Number 4. With the advent of electricity, intermittence became an option.
Anthony,
Go for it, Anthony.
windshield wipers.
Windshield wipers is correct. Became standard on wheeled motor vehicles in the 1930s. Yes, and Kabuki Kid, you are correct. It was invented by a woman who didn't drive a car, but she saw the trouble a man in a trolley was having trying to keep his window clean during a rainstorm, and came up with the idea. And then I'm sure some capitalist bilked her out of all of her money. All right, here we go. Item number 9. It is still anybody's game. 3-2. Anybody's game. Clue number 1. Lasted 10 years, 3 months, and 15 days. Clue number 2. In today's money, cost over $4 trillion. Number 3. However, only 2 exist. Number 4. Over 150 million dead.
Matt,
Go.
World War.
World War or World Wars, I would accept. Yes. The combined price for that is all thing. And then the next clue is caused by assassination, annexation, border conflicts, radical fascism, to name a few. And look, he dropped the mic. He left the room. He's so sure he's winning.
Oh, he had to get a refill. He had to hydrate.
He had to hydrate. Yeah.
He's got hydration.
Well
With a
done,
wicked
man.
awesome. What is it?
IPA.
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 Doesn't count as hydrating.
I am the boy from
There's water.
Nima.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I
Clue
missed-
number 1.
Yep.
This is from Matthew. For item number 10, clue number 1. A Canadian heavy metal band. Clue number 2. Or a British neo-Nazi group. Clue number 3 is an alias for Bucky.
Matt, nope. Nope.
Sorry, Matthew, you rang in.
Oh,
5.
Winter Warrior.
Clue number 4. These average around 60 to 90 pounds and are normally not a danger to humans.
Anthony,
Go for it.
White Wolf.
White Wolf is correct. Is correct. The next one was publishers of vampires, wraiths, and mages.
I do not know that metal band in Canada.
Neither did I until I and then was a magazine, and a really, really good magazine, I might add, devoted to gaming. The White Wolf magazine, they
Was
only
it?
had like 50 some issues, and it was so much better than Dragon. And I have tons of Dragon, but it was much better. Much better.
did they ever put it digitally? I guess I could go look at the Library of Congress.
Yeah.
Like all the dragons are on there, I think. Although there's problems with that stuff these days. I don't know. Go look.
All right, here we go. Number 11, clue number 1. Was made because it was easy.
Aldi.
Go for it.
Wayne's World.
Ah,
Yeah.
Nice try, though.
that's a good guess.
I took a shot.
Until you hear clue number 2.
Yeah.
A Pro Bowl quarterback in the NFL. Clue number 3. A 30-year-old murderer on death row. Clue number 4. first appeared with mutants. Clue number 5. Breaks walls often. Final clue. This is the real name for Deadpool.
Matt.
Matthew.
Anthony.
5.
Wade Wilson.
4. Wade Wilson is correct. Wade Wilson is correct.
The break walls one was good. I like that one.
What was clue number 1 for?
Well, the reason he got created was because they couldn't use Spider-Man. And so the guy, Rob Liefeld, the guy who created him, said, I just love drawing Spider-Man. So all you do is draw a few ovals and you're done. And so he made Deadpool because he was easy to make. Because he just basically made a Spider-Man costume that was without the webs.
You could have had a Canadian clue there too, just saying.
Well, I didn't. So, Just
saying.
Matt's in the lead with 5, Anthony with 4, Aldi with 2. It is still anyone's game. With we got 4 left. 4 left. Item number 12. Number 1. Uses slide rules. Number 2. Uses plugins. Number 3. Uses smart points. Matthew, go.
It's for you, Anthony. Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers is correct.
Oh, it's really a slide rule.
Well, because they gave slide rules.
I know.
It's like it's not a it's not
Oh,
real.
God.
That's what they call it. It's a Weight Watcher slide rule. That is what that's what they call it. So, so back off. Here we go. Next one up. We got 3 left. Aldi, that knocks you out. You are now, but you can still make you
Can be spoiler.
You can be spoiler. You can be Kingmaker. Here we go. Clue number 1. An album by Biz Markie.
Mhm.
Clue number 2. Also, an album by Ted Nugent.
Aldi.
Go for it. 5,
Wild Woman.
4.
That's
Clue number 3.
Anthony.
Anthony, go.
Anthony. Weekend Warrior.
Weekend Warrior is correct. It's also a 1986 comedy film starring Bert Convy and Chris Lemon. I smell a Tubi.
Doobie.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Did you get any comments from last week, by the way?
Yeah, a few. Just people are like, I mean, they were like, mostly I'd never heard of the movie before. Nobody being negative yet. So who knows? It'll be a rarity. We got to come up with a movie that like
yet.
what? Oh yeah.
I didn't get to comment yet.
All right, here we go. We got 2 left. Anthony down by 1. If Matt, you get either of these last 2, you win. Aldi, well, just basically you guys figure out how the math works. Clue number 1.
Excuse me.
When used today, it represents an obsession. Number 2. Smaller ones are more common, and some have horns. Number 3. In literature, symbolizes God, nature, fate, evil, the ocean, and the very universe itself. Clue number 4. This is related to item number 2 on this list.
The hell was item number 2?
Clue number 5. Rare encounters with larger ones have been recorded since the 1830s. Final clue. Hands on your buzzers. This is what Moby Dick was. Matthew?
I was gonna write this. This is what I was gonna say when I kind of went, white whale.
White whale. You know, because it's
Yay,
obsession.
Matt,
It's my white whale. You know, I
Yes.
like, you know, things like that.
That was my only one Reddit post.
What do you mean?
I made a Reddit post where I made a white whale joke.
Nice.
What was item number 2?
Whale watching.
Ah,
Ah.
All right, here's your for funsies. Here's the last one. Number 1, never went to college.
Oh wait, I have to
Anthony.
do it next time.
Yeah, you do.
yeah,
Oh,
do
shit.
it. Yeah, good luck.
Damn it.
Anthony.
Go ahead.
Walt Whitman.
Clue number 2, in fact, never graduated from high school.
Anthony.
Can't go. Clue number 3, however, they were awarded their high school diploma posthumously on what would have been their 127th birthday.
Matt?
Go for it.
Walter Winchell?
And you're all alone. You get all the clues.
me.
You
Let's
get
see
all
if I
the
get
clues,
there.
Ollie. Clue number 4, made a small fortune working with printing presses, bicycles, and small motor engineering. Clue number 5, with his brother, made the first wind tunnel.
Oh,
Oh, Aldi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilbur
Go ahead.
Wright.
Wilbur Wright. Yes.
damn it.
And was the second human to make a successful powered flight. Died of typhoid fever at 45. His brother lived through both. Managed to live till a ripe old age of like 80, but he died of typhoid fever.
I just let me say this. Walter Winchell this year is 127.
Who was Walter Winchell?
He's a
Walter
newspaper
Whitman.
columnist.
Bernie Ray.
We can't
What?
understand you, by the way.
Yeah, you're like
The internet's weird. The internet's weird. May need to reset.
The internet is
What were you saying?
weird. The internet is weird.
He's a
He's
newspaper.
mentioned in We Didn't Start the Fire.
We didn't start the fire. But
Yes.
what was he?
Anthony's mouth does this.
I know, like
I hear him before his mouth does.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire.
What did he do? Is he a whatever, it doesn't matter. Good job, Matt.
Yeah, well done.
I have to Google Walter
Now
Winchell.
I gotta come up with fucking
15. No, 12.
15.
15.
12, 13, 12.
15. No,
15.
15.
I thought it was 12.
No, it's 15.
Did the White Sox lose? Did they set the record?
For what, losing?
Yeah, they had 120 losses if they lost. No, they won again. They're staying tough. They tied the record.
They need to lose the next 3, though,
Why?
because they're playing Detroit.
No. That's crazy talk. The Twins just anyway. Who cares?
Detroit Tigers are the hottest team in baseball.
No, I've seen their lineup. It ain't that hot.
They're go look since August. Team records. Hottest team in baseball. Detroit Tigers.
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Good job, Lance. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great, Lance. That was
Well,
good.
I try not to do people because people are boring. I try to do like fun stuff. Like, you know, I try to I throw a few
like
people
people.
in there, but I try to do mostly like cool things, like weird, like
Mostly cool.
mostly because when somebody else does it and they do people, I have no clue. They're like, you know, I mean, they're always just
Yeah,
like,
because you're always like
oh.
you have to go to the birthday and then you have to do like you kind of and yeah, it's a little tricky to come up with interesting things.
And I was listening to I was listening to Mastodon's Leviathan, and that was why I did. I was listening to Leviathan today, and then Anthony said I didn't do initials, and I was like, oh, that's okay, I'll do it. And then I was sitting there listening, and Leviathan is their Moby Dick inspired album. You know, I was just listening to heavy metal down here, and I was like, ah, White Whale. You know, it's like I'll just, and then I was like, that's WW, and then I started just then my wife, when she finds out the initials, she just she sent me like 30 texts with the different ideas. So after that, then it's just the process of googling that stuff and coming up with fun things. It's yeah, no, but I mean it's um I was checking on my all of my things that I don't have like Kickstarters that I haven't gotten yet, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Which is and I you know I'm like uh the long overdue Stellaris game that I'm waiting for, which I'm
I
happy to
talked
wait for.
Uva. I was supposed to have a call with Uva today.
But what?
He got Essen. He's got somehow messed up with his Essen plans.
Oh yeah.
He's not going now. And I wanted to know why. Oh, are we doing the Essen thing? Like maybe like at least like
Maybe
an
we'll do
hour.
it. We'll do it next week.
I mean, but there's over 1,000 items otherwise. Like at least
Well,
a
is
little
there
bit
what's
of it
how
today.
do I get this stupid list again? You have to go to you
BoardGameGeek.com, browse preview.
browse previews. Let me see. Okay. Spiel 2024. I saw somebody post something today, and
see if we
I'm
can
not
load it.
trying to. I'm not again throwing shade at anybody. They can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter to me. But it's they were like, oh, I was going through the list, and there's like 68 games that I want to get or whatever. I'm like, how? I mean, again, not
Yeah,
everybody
the
is.
passions change, over time, right? Like
Yeah, and not
I get it.
everybody is as jaded as I am. I guess. I mean,
That's
so
true. Nobody's as jaded as you are.
I had a guy in my fantasy football like chain because we're all like Vikings fans and we were talking about Viking stuff and they're doing well or whatever and I was like don't worry the other shoe's gonna drop and when we're 3-9 like and he's like you might be more pessimistic about the Vikings than I am some new guy that just joined our league and like literally everybody in the league immediately said afterwards he is just I, but anyway. But okay, so here's the problem. Like I just went and like Essen and for sale, right?
Yes.
And I realize it's stuff that's probably for sale for the first time ever in Germany. I get that, whatever.
It's
But
not.
there are
It's some overlaps, but not that many, honestly.
I don't know,
When I
man.
started
There's a
going through your
lot of
list, I
stuff
was
in
like,
here. I scroll down and like I'm already seeing multiple games that are saying for
okay,
sale on Amazon. I can
well
buy
then,
it right now.
well then it'll be quick then. We'll be done in a minute.
Yeah. In
I'm
like
gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. By the way, filter on standalone, unless you want to do expansions.
I hate
I'll be right back.
If it was good enough to be in the game, it should have been in there to begin with.
Yes, because you've got that Gray Fox never does an expansion.
Shut your mouth, Anthony. Why don't you go hit the hamster cage and get your internet working a little faster?
So I have another grievance.
Go for it.
I'm going to actually
When I
turn my
went to-
camera off to see that.
When I went to QsCon, I did the extra homework and I found a gym close to the hotel that has a Peloton bike. Like, sweet, I'll bring my shoes so I can go work out and not kind of completely, because I hadn't worked out in a couple of weeks, so I've been super busy. So I'm like, this would be a good way to get back on track. So I go, scope it out, It's like 5 minute drive from the hotel. It's perfect. I go Friday morning, end up forgetting my earbuds back at the hotel, so I drive back and get them and go back again. And do my $15 drop-in fee. Go, gotta get changed. I come back up to the bike. I gotta sign in to the bike to get to
Yeah.
like and all that stuff. And I do that. Go fill up my water bottle. Get back. I'm like, all right, I'm good to go. So I hop on the bike. I go to put my feet in the fucking clip pedals. There are two types of clips for pedals.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
They swapped out their original Peloton bike pedals for this SPD clips. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't ride. I was so pissed off.
Did you get your money back?
I was so pissed off, I just like left. I'm sure I could have, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I would have asked for my money back.
Yeah.
There's only 851 standalone new games for sale.
So how many?
851.
851. That's just too many. Who's gonna play these things? Nobody. Nobody's gonna play these things. All right, I have to go tell my daughter to go to bed, and then check on my wife, and then I'll be right back.
Well,
But it's
if the
like-
list is correct,
It's like 11 o'clock. Isn't she like 17, 18?
you say his wife is 17 or 18.
His daughter. He said tell his daughter.
Oh, I thought you said his wife. I'm like, she's not that young.
I don't know. The laws in Minneapolis or Minnesota are kind of weird. Or North Dakota, wherever the fuck it is. Oh my God. So much to do, so little time. Did you have a good time at Gen Con this year, Anthony?
I did. I wasn't expecting to have any fun, but I had a good time.
Good. How long has it been since you've gone?
5 years.
Yeah. Did you ever work for
hiatus.
Did you ever work for anybody in the industry?
Officially, no.
No.
No, I worked so the first time Portal had a booth at Gen Con, I helped them get everything set up and ran the booth with them. And then I ran because after when Nazi came the first time, he's like, "How do I get my games in that other room so people can play them?" I said, "I'll take care of that for you next year." So I did that for a couple of years for them. I did it for AEG for a few years.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. So I ran Big Game Night and pretty much all of AEG's board game events for
Oh, fantastic.
3 years.
I
did
just
Portal for a couple of years.
That's great. I just had a great call with Mark Wooten from
Yes.
from AEG.
Yeah. So the thing was back then, I probably could have got a job with a company, but no one was paying enough. And I had more expenses back then. So I couldn't really take a pay cut to go work in the industry.
I get you. Oh, I just did some bad stuff.
Delete hours of work.
No, I just I'm working on the Daggerheart rule book, and I gotta do some search and replacing for fonts now. It's gonna be a while.
I just stepped outside for a second. It's actually cool and out cold, like
Oh, nice.
chilly, like the first time this year or this season, I should say. It's probably a false fall. I feel like October can be just as hot as August.
I'm looking at the list that he's talking about, and I don't see that many things that I've seen even talked
No,
about.
it's tons of new stuff. It's like hundreds. And I'm like, this is gonna be a big year for us, I think. Big game haul.
Cascadia stuff, the Let's Go to Japan, the AEG stuff is all.
Yeah, all the American publishers are basically gonna be you're gonna see. I don't think they
Yeah,
have
so the stuff they had,
Yeah.
the stuff they released at Gen Con, the
Yeah.
first time you're gonna get it there was.
There's some overlap for sure, but the publishers, the European publishers. Did you guys see the new Lord of the Rings trick taking game?
Yeah, it was Brian's design.
Brian Bornmueller. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working with him on the Lord of the Hobbit There and Back Again game.
Okay. What's
So,
that one?
Flip it to roll and write. Reiner Knizia.
Is that announced?
They've been playtesting it at con, so
Oh, okay.
or maybe not.
So, who had the problem
I
with
don't
that
know.
with Essen?
Uva.
Which
Stellaris. Uva Eichert.
Okay.
Is there more than one Uva?
Yeah. there's
Eichert.
more than
Well,
one.
yeah, Uva. It's the Stellaris.
Okay.
The war game guy. What's his company? No, what's his company name?
Academy.
Academy. I keep thinking, I just think Academy Sports and Outdoors when I hear the word Academy. It's baked into my brain. There is a lot of
He's not
Kickstarter
going?
games right now. No, something happened with his booth. I don't know if I don't know if I want to say too much more than that. He's not going to be there.
Okay. I'm not going to be there, but I'm saying, like, I know Origins was a disaster for him getting set up.
Was it? What happened? Do you know?
So his son was sick and couldn't be there, and then
I met him at Gathering.
they had somebody else
I like
come
Uva.
and bring all and deliver all his stuff to the convention hall.
Can you reset yourself?
But they literally brought everything in with like 15 minutes left in setup,
Oh my.
and he had to like get the booth together like that 1 hour in the morning before he let the VIPs in.
How long does it take for you to reboot?
I don't know. Hold on,
Because
I'll be
it's
back.
just unfortunately it just makes like this weird like choppy noise that we can't understand half your sentence.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. Once it gets going, it's okay, but it's the startup part.
Yeah, hold on, I'll be back.
Okay.
Ugh. You guys already start?
Did somebody just
Not yet. You're the one that's sharing it, right?
Well, I'm not sharing nothing.
What?
I don't want to MC this. Well, why would you want the Grouch to MC it?
You did it. You did it last time.
I didn't do it last
You
time.
did too.
Fine.
Do you want me to show you how to do it, or you want me to do it? Here's the thing. I'm too fast.
All right, here we go, and we're done.
Lance.
They're all garbage. Don't spend any
They're
money
all
on anything.
garbage.
You've all got every single one of you listening to this has lots
You'd
of
think
games.
there was
that
no
are
games
unplayed.
come out anymore, like the fact that there's so many games on this list. You'd think there was not a single game to buy.
It's just insanity how many games come out.
Pure lunacy.
All right.
851. Let's go.
And we're
That's
off.
crazy, right? It's just crazy.
So, okay, for those of you who are, I've been to Essen. I know Scott's been to Essen. Matt, have you been to Essen?
9?
Are you ever going to go?
9.
I would love to. I've never been to Europe, so
Oh, well, don't
What
go to
about-
Essen for the first trip.
Yeah, no. What about you, Anthony?
Go to Paris or go to like London. Or go to
Anthony, have you ever been to
Amsterdam.
Essen?
I will. Hopefully,
Can
once I
Anthony
get
hear
once
us?
I get our once I get
He's
our
rebooting.
Oh.
once I get from out from underwater work wise, and we can actually take on more projects, I would love to.
My trip to Essen was the only good thing that came out of working for that company for like 4 months. Anyway,
Which company was that?
we just won't talk about
It shall not be named.
it. The company that no longer
Shall not be
exists.
named.
Oh,
That
that
had-
company.
Anyway, so we'll just go 10 traders. I mean,
Never heard of them.
I've never heard of them either.
They're not ringing a bell anyway. If I've heard of them.
Caillou.
Q, 10
Hold on a
traders.
second. Come here.
Are you
know,
like the?
The camera can't see you. Come on, get over here. Everybody's met you anyway. So there, now they can't see you.
That is such a lie.
They can't.
Ryland.
I'm screen sharing. They can't see me right now.
Ryland.
Good night, kiddo. Love you.
Um,
Did you lock the door?
Yes.
All right, thanks. All right. 7 merry monsters. Ooh, a new trick taking mechanism. No, I don't care.
7 Mary 3.
Yeah, 7.
That's a
Merry
great
Three,
fucking
baby.
band.
I just remember the Chips call.
and cumbersome.
Okay.
Cumbersome was a good tune, man.
2F Spiele.
Hey, it's what's his face's stuff.
Freedom and Freeze. Frieza.
Well, they will also release Funkenschlag for Montableaus, company boards for Power Grid that help you tidy your stuff.
Oh, I like that. $8 retail. Discounted price of 5. By the way, I use the word dollars and euros interchangeably.
Yes. Free
I
fart.
like the name Free Fart. Free Fart.
Fishing Funkenschlag Outpost.
Is that Frankenschlag on Mars or something?
It looks like it's just some like space version of I like Power Grid.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I
Yeah,
love Power Grid.
it's
one of
such a great game. What's the rank of Power Grid? But you know what? I'll find out.
It should be part of like the triathlon of board games like Catan, Ticket to Ride, whatever else. Power Grid should be there too.
I mean, it's a Rushmore game. I'll give you that. It's a Rushmore game.
Its rank is 64.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, for as long as it's been around, that's well deserved.
Pretty good.
And good for him. Just yeah, I do like that option where it's like you bid until
Such
you
a good
pass,
option.
then you're out. Then you're out.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I didn't know it would sell for that. Just like good stuff. All right, 2 Tomatoes games. I know these people. Way back when I used to do videos, I did some videos for them. Bull Rouge, Gold Nugget. I mean, Funkenschlag Outpost, color me moderately interested, but
Yeah.
why? I got rid of my Power Grid stuff years ago. And I've never felt the need to like play Power Grid. I've never been like, oh man, I really want to play Power Grid right now. Never felt it. Gold Nugget. What's your favorite? I mean, what's your favorite Freedom and Freeze game?
I don't know, man. I need to think about that for a minute.
I'm trying to think if
I love almost all his games. I think all his games are really, really good.
504 was not good.
504 was a good. I mean, it was an
amazing concept.
I respect it. Yeah, it's respect. It's complete respect.
But not a good game.
I mean, I liked Fabled Fruit. I liked Fiam. I liked Fauna. I don't know. I like them all.
Fiam's good.
I guess I don't know. I guess Power Grid is my favorite.
Yeah, I really like that old game, Fearsome Foes or Formidable Foes or whatever, with the little monster that chases you down.
Yeah, Fearsome Floors.
Fearsome Floors. Yeah, I like that game.
But didn't he have like a Formidable Foes as well? I think he had two.
He had that weird log rolling game that wasn't real good.
Fresh Fish, dude. Fresh Fish is amazing, and no one, I feel like it went under the radar for everybody because it was just so hard that first play, but they fixed it.
Yeah. All right. Blue Rouge, Gold Nugget, Nessie, Stress Biotics. Yeah, none of these.
I always wanted to play Fisha Flip Flippin' Frikadellen. Did you ever play that?
No.
You can play 3. What?
Gesundheit?
Yeah, it's Fisha Flippin' Frikadellen. You
Through
can
ice
play.
and snow.
You can play 18 players simultaneously, 3 different tables of 6. Anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
3 joy games. Chess, 2 versus 2. Yeah, pass. Abacus Spiel. Sort historical events in the
Yeah, I
correct
think
order.
Anno
That's
Domini is
kind of
like,
fun. Anno Domini is
yeah,
kind
those
of
are fun. Those are fun.
I mean, but it's not really a game to me. It's like, oh yeah, that happened then. You know, that I like those. That's not bad.
Bang.
Bang. I like Bang.
Dynamite. That collector's edition of Bang containing 8 expansions for $100.
It's $80 on Amazon, according to this.
Yeah.
Camargue, who cares? Up or down? Build rows of ascending or I mean, could you possibly try to tell me like, can I
But it's
build
Wolfgang
rows
Kramer.
of ascending or descending numbers?
But here's the thing: you just buy all those games, Abacus Spiel or Amigo games, and you just like some of them are great, right?
Yeah.
They just are. But that's Wolfgang Kramer and Kiesling. That's
I'm sure they've made bad ones
they're
too.
on the Mount Rushmore of gaming.
Actoris editions, flowers. No. Adam's Apple Games. Adam has one game that's freaking amazing. And I really liked his beer game the first game he made too, that nobody played.
What was the beard game?
I forget what it was called, but it was about basically, like it was kind of an economics game trying to get breweries off the board.
Oh,
and
I
like
thought- I
he
heard
actually
beard.
used and the pieces were actual bottle caps, like to the fictitious names of the different breweries. So so it had,
Oh,
that
yeah,
cool
I
aspect to
I
it.
remember that one. Yeah.
But obviously of course I can't think of the name of the game right now that he has, where you draft the polyomino tiles and put the things together and make your
For something planet or
yeah.
Forbidden Planet.
No. It's a really good game though.
Yeah, which neither of us can remember the name.
No, but I mean, like when I go to
it's
a
amazing.
gathering and I see people setting it up, I was like, hey, if you need another, I'll play that because I just like that. That's good. Hey, Evan's here, everybody.
Planet Unknown. Planet
Unknown. There you go.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Albie.
Yes. Albie.
Atoll. Attract various species to your coral reef. Legion, the Siberian story. Asymmetrical skirmish card game set after the events of World War I. Nut Venture. Squirrels are trying to collect nuts for winter all over the majestic tree.
Majestic tree.
Tea Garden. Witness the verse of tea culture in ancient China.
Ooh.
That sounds all right.
Yeah. Witchdom. Become the most revered clan of witches by cooking the very best potions.
Okay.
Hey, AEG is going to sell Cascadia there. And let's go to Japan and Nocturne and Undergrove and Waffle Time. All games that we can buy
All
right
for
now.
the first time in Europe, probably. So
Yes. We're all very proud of them. Aliens games with a big S at the end. Noah's Ark. Be the fastest using the flice and get animals to your ark.
What's a flice?
No idea.
Is it a flicking dice?
Maybe. Anyway. Tentrix. Place the Tentrix pieces. Use the effects and be the last Neurogamer standing.
Oh.
Tentrix. It's not.
It's like
That's
Big
Tantra.
tantric, yeah.
and Tantric.
It's a game that Sting plays, I think. So
Yeah.
That's a theme that I don't recognize. It does. I don't associate.
And Russell Brand probably plays it too.
Yeah, good one.
Allion by Dr. Zero, Dr. Neptune. Guardlings. Sparks. Run your factory.
Dr. O. That's Oatsby. He's great.
What's spit?
I guess this is a new company.
I believe you. All or none games. Cat packs. Oh my God. Alley Cat games. 8 is Dream.
This is on my list.
Ada's Dream is on your
Yes,
list?
because
Reminders in 2 lists. On your ingredients list, rice.
what? Stop.
Rice is
I
on your
don't know
list.
what that was. It's on my list.
Rice.
So Ada's Dream, because Ada Lovelace was the first woman, female computer engineer.
Hmm.
There's a computer language named after her called
Cool.
Ada. Anyway, yeah.
Fake Flip,
worked-
wash
she
the
worked on
shore.
the,
Make the right decision to survive on a desert island and to leave it. Players 1 through 99.
Happy Home. is also on my
Happy
list.
Home.
Polynomial pieces to decorate your first home.
Ugh.
Landscape.
Station to Station.
Pusheen.
Hinder Blocks. A fun dexterity stack game that fits in your pocket. High Rise Penguins. All Play. Lure isn't bad, but All Play. It's fine. And Message from the Stars is actually pretty fun too.
We worked on that.
Well, good job. Fairy, Panda, Prey. These are all. I have yet to play River Valley Glassworks. It looks nice.
We did that too.
We need a Matt Paquette flag. On
Yeah,
this
right.
banner.
Switchbacks through the desert.
I got a
Classic.
copy of the new Through the Desert.
I still need my golden camel, Aldi. Just letting you know.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
The sincerity in that statement
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
The
shattering.
Yeah.
stupid golden camel. I regret making those things, by the way. Anyway, go. Let's keep going.
Give me the golden camel.
No regrets. No
No
regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Remember when like all the contests came with a free micro badge as well?
Still do.
They still do, really?
Yeah, there's thousands of them. Not crazy. There's like
I
thousands.
just enter every single one and hit C. C,
Oh,
C,
C.
C.
Have you ever
C.
won?
must
have won at least
twice.
one.
I won twice, and
Oh,
one
well,
I
there you
never
go.
got it. I told you the story. One I won a $20 gift certificate for Thought Hammer, and I got that.
Okay.
And the other one, I won from Aries Games. I won that for that Sword and Sorcery game. I won their like
Yeah.
all
Oh,
in
but
thing.
they didn't.
And then, but then I did a video for them, and so they
Yes.
sent me, and then they were like, "Yeah, you don't,
Oh.
you're not getting 2." And I was like, "But I won it," and they were like, "Tough."
Weird.
And I was just like,
That's almost like
"I want to give one to my brother." It's like, well, we're not going to give you 2, and that was
That's-
just like,
that's frustrating.
and I told like Octavian about it or whatever. I was like, "Look, they didn't give me," and he's like, "Yeah, I talked to him. They're not going to give it to you."
Wow. Well, then I'm going to give you my $500 bill for your game.
Yeah, I was just
Video.
I was pretty
Anyway,
annoyed. by
whatever.
that. Whatever.
Whatever.
Scream at the stars.
The fact that you let it slide off your back, though, is good.
Yeah.
Minnesota nice.
Beta Zug trying to bring. Who cares?
Well,
Burger
stop.
Burger Slam. Combo
Combo
up.
up sounds good. Don't rearrange your hand. You can only play combos when they are adjacent. I like that kind of
sounds-
mechanic.
Yeah, great. Enjoy it. I'll probably end up having to play it at BGG Con with you.
Yeah, you probably make. I was probably. I mean, I
Hey,
just
no thanks.
I told Lincoln just get all the Amigo games.
Unsolved.
No thanks is amazing.
Wizard.
Why is
Das
it Wizard
Schwarze Auge.
What's the hour?
How many? Oh, predict how
Get
many.
to the
that's
job.
Wizard. That's another version of
Ow.
Wizard.
All right, here we go.
So, did anybody ever play Evian or?
No.
Remember we talked about this at Gen Con.
Got thousands and thousands of copies. I've never seen anybody own one.
Well, I'm just curious about it. What it is.
Chaos
Anyway.
Cove. A game by Martin Wallace.
Oh,
Hey.
that looks good. Chaining,
Evian.
multi-use cards, fantasy, and pirates. Are we doing any pictures here or
No.
Lance?
Evian. More Evian. More Evian. Pampero, did you ever play your copy there?
I
Gary?
solo played it.
$24.99 on Amazon.
That's not
No.
right.
Click it.
Click that. There's no way that's correct. That's the
What's
expansion.
it linked to? Oh, it's the expansion. So it's been mislinked. Wait.
Yeah, it's the nature expansion.
Okay. I'll fix it.
Salt Fjord. The age of fishing
Fjord.
village through the
Okay.
harsh Nordic winters.
That's Christian Otsby, good designer. Elif Svensson. Madigo.
Foundations of Metropolis.
Yeah. Did that come out of Gen Con?
Yes.
Did anybody play it?
Have you played
sure
Foundations
did.
of Rome?
I have.
Then you've played Foundations of Metropolis.
Oh, okay. I thought it was different. No?
No, it's just what you call it. It's just cardboard.
Yeah.
Really?
Ito Kraftwagen. I
That was a
own the
good game.
original still.
Yeah, that was a good game.
I like that game.
I liked it too. Matthias Kramer is the best.
I don't know if it's the best, but he made a good. He
Just in general, it's pretty good.
That and the Irish game
Yeah.
with the whiskey.
Glenmore.
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 I didn't like Glenmore too, but I like the original Glenmore. Mezen, Super Kawaii Pets, Vegetable Stock, Video Game.
Did anybody get
Champion.
Video Game Champion at Gen Con?
No.
You guys even
Moving on to Arclight games.
Do you guys even like games?
Do you even, bro? Do you even game?
Do you even bench?
Cat and Tower, Giftcraft, Rika. A simple mahjong tile game that can be played 1,000 times with 3 rolls.
There you go.
Wait, what? Only 1,000 times?
You know, I prefer the mahjong where you can play 3,000 times personally. But
Yes.
I was wondering, like, if you're gonna say 1,000, why don't you just say
1
Thousands.
million.
of times? Anyway. Do you think?
Here we go. My
By the way,
arch
don't pass-
nemesis, Ares Games.
This
Where's
Alte-
my burrito?
By the way, this
Where's-
Alte. Oh my god, this Alte game is pretty good. I've looked into this one. It's deck building and kingdom building.
Sounds cool.
Oh, Paulo More's good. And Oli Steinis,
and
for that
Paulo
matter.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
Oli
they're both
Steinis,
good.
designer of Champions of Midgard.
Cheers,
Um,
Midgard. Cheers, Midgard.
And Champions of Amazonas coming soon from
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he give you a right of refusal on Alte?
I have no idea.
Yes, not.
Builders of Sylvan Dale. Firefight. Artipia still exists. For the longest time I thought maybe they had vanished, but they're still there, I guess.
A thrilling real-time cooperative game where teamwork sparks victory. I like what they did there with Sparks.
Heyo.
Heyo. Atomo Games. My God. I just can't even bring myself to read the names. Aurora Game Studio. Hybris, Disordered Cosmos, Olympian gods fight to rule a universe mixing Greek mythology with digital utopia.
Oh, yeah.
$100. I want to see what this looks like for $100.
Somehow has an 8.5. It has a video,
There's a video.
apparently.
From 2020. Can. Oh my god. Wait. Rodney. Hybris. I don't remember this at
Rodney
all.
Smith?
I have no memory. By the way, this was pre-COVID. They thought they flew back and were like freaking out. Wow, this looks actually kind of interesting.
Well, it finally came out.
Yeah, $100.
100 smackaroos.
By the way, the cover of that Andromeda looks kind of like Planet Unknown.
Little.
Andromeda's Edge?
Yeah, Andromeda Escape.
Oh, Andromeda Escape. I don't know that
It
one.
just looks, the cover looks very.
Bad Rule
Minus-
Games.
That sounds like it's got bad rules.
Hidden
Yeah, it
roll
does.
science fiction endgame bonuses.
Uh,
I'd probably play that.
Temple Code. Bantam West from Bantam Planet.
Heyo.
I did not
Heyo.
have, I did not have fun with that game.
Bardic
Unfortunately.
Armadillo. Hey,
The best
the
kind.
sale price is $85, down from 89.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a bargain!
Hey, it's the age of contrived. An age contrived. I talked myself
age
out
of
of buying that like 3 times at Gen Con.
Yeah. I've not played it yet.
Me neither.
Secure moral belief to lead the Eldranic pantheon into a new age. He was a very nice gentleman. He was a very nice guy. Beyond Words game. I do like this art on this cover
Yes.
here.
Open that one in another
No.
window. Yeah, that's. I think we've talked about this game before, did we not?
I don't know.
Having deja vu. But just bring a picture.
God,
Have we talked about this one?
no, but it looks
I feel
cool.
like we have. No?
If you did, I wasn't paying attention. All right. Sandbag. Trick taking where Trump can change it during a trick.
Heyo.
Heyo.
I still want to get the Sears catalog.
Eliminate your
cool.
werewolf infestation. Get the premier catalog for the modern day seer.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of clever.
Sure.
Themed.
Sure.
Xylotar. Did you see that guy walking around at Gen Con playing his little xylophone Xylotar? And he was like playing it to like promote the game.
I saw him at Origins doing it. I didn't see him at Gen Con doing it.
Yeah, I wanted to take that freaking stick out of his hand and throw it into the crowd.
Well, come on, that's
Easy
awesome.
now.
No, it wasn't awesome.
Come on.
Wait. You're passing. I'm stuck in the lift.
Yes.
It says a little bit. I'm a little being who has to deliver something, but is stuck in the lift. That sounds delightful.
We're moving on. Help dogs in need to find their families by mastering puzzly trading cards.
Lincoln and Nikki played this. It's pretty good.
6.8. That's not good.
What's the cutoff? 7.5?
7.5 or above, or else it isn't. What's your point in publishing it?
Interesting.
Why bother?
Why even bother? Me, I'm Max. I take care of
Be
these
more
two because
positive.
when they met, it was murder. Sorry, heart to heart, baby, heart to heart. Anyway, that's what we should find. We should find where Heart to Heart is streaming, and we can watch Heart to Heart episodes on Tubi.
Like with Stephanie Zimbalist?
No.
Yeah, this is Mrs. H. She's gorgeous. Me, I'm Max. Anyway, am I the only one that watched Heart to Heart? Robert Wagner.
I watched it.
The man who hates the Xylotar loves Heart to Heart.
Oh yeah, because Heart to Heart was fine ass television. Blue
I'm
Cock
curious
is
about this
Onyx.
Onyx game, by the way, because it's of the people who designed it.
Evan, I almost bought the new 2024 player's handbook and got it shipped to you. Then I figured it'd be a year before I saw it. So
Oh, come on. Come on. How many times could I do that in a row?
Let's not tempt fate.
Blue
Quite a
Orange.
few, it turns out.
Dice. Cards. Next Station Paris. Pilo.
I think it's Pillow.
Pilo.
No sense.
Out of stock. Media Atis. from Board Game Box.
Oh, that's Marc Andre.
The Marc Andre.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Salaba.
Isn't that the designer of Splendor?
Oh. Virtual Revolution.
German edition.
Board Game Circus. Kintsugi. Draft pottery and manage its breakage and repair. Create the most
Ooh.
beautiful set.
Wait, what? You passed by Virtual Revolution.
I sure did.
Spread your influence across a dark and dystopian Paris.
This is the German edition.
Yeah. But who was the designer?
Guy Roger
Roger
Duvet.
Duvet.
Okay.
Herbstain.
Best
Search the
kind.
woodland to gather wild
Herbstain.
food. Watch out for those hungry mice.
Playtime, 5 to 10 minutes.
Perfect. By the way, one player only.
Jesus
Shoot
Christ.
me in the face.
Hermit, 1 player.
You guys are terrible. Just be kind. Imagine if you were on the receiving end of this.
Well, I would publish this.
Yeah. Well, we know you got a 6-year backlog or whatever, so we know you wouldn't publish anything.
This is my favorite
Ooh.
company name.
Started
is
with
it?
French.
Board
What is it?
Game Rookie.
Okay.
With their new game, Boom Boom.
Heyo.
Teo.
Lost Lights.
Lost Light.
Lost Lights.
We
What?
have to have a conversation with them.
Doesn't
Shake
look like
that
sci-fi.
city. Shake out patterns of cubes. Use them to build the best city block. Board Game Rookie. Boom, boom. Boom, boom,
Yes.
boom.
Find a way to defeat all enemies and survive to the end of the gun battle. Boom Boom.
Board and Dice. Mios, the Bronze Age. Has anybody played this, seen it, done
No.
anything with it?
No,
No.
Steph was streaming it tonight, but I did not really
I
catch it.
saw it at Gen Con.
Dan Kordinsky is a gem of human being. I'll say that about that guy. He's nice. We're seeing if one of his games will fit in our portfolio. He has a very good
Oh, Stan is super nice.
Chinese themed 4X game that plays in about 60 to 90 minutes.
I prefer 3.5x myself, but
I understand. Project Reef Project, Side Quest Frostpunk.
By the way, this is not this is actually interesting. It's an escape room in Frostpunk World.
Yes, and they have one for Isle of Cats also.
Oh, okay. Well, they've got a few of them, man. Or a couple.
Windmill Valley. Build windmills and plant tulips. My 2 favorite things in the world.
Did anybody check this out yet?
No.
Okay.
Art bought this at Gen Con. He said it's good.
Windmill.
Yeah.
Cool.
La voix de Juju.
Okay, yes, yeah, Madame Dix.
Yep.
That's
That's
exactly.
correct.
A hakana. 2 architects trying to create the most beautiful city. Backstories. Mind your
Road.
choices.
I like it. Sounds good. I like
Wizards
games like
Cup. Bombix.
it's a deck battling game.
Pixies.
Auto battle.
Choose the right card.
I play
Place it in
Pixies.
the right place.
Pixies
and
is
keep an
pretty
eye
good,
on your
actually.
opponents. That's a horrible tagline, though.
Yeah, it's not the wording's right, not right.
Talking to color. Color
I
the
played this on
bamboo
BGA.
sections.
It's actually not bad for a kids game.
Hmm.
Not bad for rolling. It's got those dice that roll with the crayon. You
Got
know,
it.
like the color.
Ice Cool Wizards.
The
Do you remember
best
when that came
canon.
out? Everybody went crazy for ice cool.
Yeah, I mean, because it was kind of neat. And then
It was
everybody realized it was really, really tough to do well at it. So they were like, I don't want to play this anymore.
What do you think Battle Dentalia is about?
Oh, my friend designed that. I haven't played it.
It's about taking teeth. Toothache the Troll takes on Gumrot the Goblin in this tooth
Yeah.
collecting head to head.
It looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I've heard some good things actually.
Hey, yet another version of Ponzi Scheme.
Is it the same designer?
Yeah, Jesse Lee.
Says you previously owned it.
I did previously own it.
Okay, it's coming back. It's a good game.
Sumo takes 5 minutes to play.
I like the art of Sumo. I think I mentioned that. And took to Curry taking.
Broadway Toys. It's just lifeboats.
And this bet is mine.
That is mine.
Fight tooth and paw.
But I knew you were gonna go there.
Heck yeah.
Little Janet, is it Janet Jackson? Is that who that is?
No, that's Michael, my friend.
Michael.
It's
Michael and
Michael.
Paul
Burrow,
McCartney.
Dungeons and Drinks. And of course, who can forget Beschissene Entscheidungen?
I would never forget.
Players decide on the best option between two shitty ones each turn.
That has 205 thumbs up. Oh, there's another one.
Entscheidungen.
Whoa.
The Scheisenfreund.
Wir haben dieses Spiel überhaupt nicht getestet. We did not play test this,
Yeah.
basically.
Überhaupt. Nicht getestet.
Asteroid Dice.
Yep.
Get silly and laugh out loud in this part game of counting to 100.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait, what? Is it supposed to be sick? Is it supposed to be a card?
This is a party game, but it's part of the game.
Party
It's not a
game.
whole game.
Need to fit. Can you
Hey,
add that?
prehistorical struggle for survival is a prehistoric tag. Just so you know.
There we go.
Dream Diary, Macamania. Hey, Bus.
By the way,
Complete
Bus is
Edition.
back. I pre-ordered this, by the way. This is from 1999.
Duck and Cover. Hey, look, it's Andromeda's Edge. I got my copy. I
Me
haven't
too.
opened it up yet.
You played it yet?
No.
No.
I played it last week.
Did you like it?
I did. Too long though for me.
Me too.
It's a little bit too long. I wish I could speed it up somehow.
I put it
Town
on PTS and it
Constructor.
was too long.
Hmm?
Roll
I put
the
it on PTS
dice.
and it was still too long.
Control estate
This was
value.
designed by Margaret.
Oh, wow.
Who?
The Margaret.
Margaret.
Yes.
Designed perfect paradise for your feline friends.
And Carrot Top's cousin, Carrot Pen.
Yeah, Carrot Pen.
No, that's the company. By the
Oh,
way, I was wondering about these arts. It looks like AI. But I played Castle Combo. It's very good. It's on BGA. It's very quick drafting game.
Do you ever play a game in person anymore?
I said I played with Andromeda's Edge last week with my group. There.
I guess I've been put in my place.
You bet you have been. And I played Thorgal last week too.
Orgal.
I played no, Andromeda's Edge was 2 weeks ago. Thorgal was last week. I play every week, Lance.
Yeah, Lance.
oh,
Good for you.
my
All right,
first,
Castle
my first
Combo.
interested game is coming up.
Mark my words, Castle Combo is very good. It'll be ranked
Your words have been marked. Courtesans.
Why do I bother with you guys?
Rivages.
Oh my gosh.
Cairo the Games.
Ravage.
Cookies Battle. Ooh.
Yes, but this is the multilineal edition.
Oh, well, very good.
What does that mean?
I think it's supposed to be multilingual edition, but
It's like millennial, but who
Oh
can
my
speak
God.
a lot of
No
languages.
one's correcting these things.
Funny Forest.
Running a website is hard.
Yeah.
Total
Yes.
War Rome.
Rome.
Yeah.
I like that video game.
150 to 180.
By the way, oh no, okay. I'm thinking of something else. Go ahead.
Killfox Games brings you Spectacular. Combine tiles and dice to create your own spectacular animal park.
This is supposed to be pretty great.
Spectacular.
This is supposed to be spectacular.
As good as Chonker Party.
Hey.
Chonker Games
what
brings
could
you
poss-
Chonker Party. Become
could
the
be good
best
as
fed
Chonker?
chonker at the party.
What's a chonker?
The
Apparently,
fat
big-
animal.
Is that a
If
fat
you have
cat?
to ask, we're not going to tell you.
Oh, it's a chonker.
Clemens
just- yeah.
Gerhardt brings you Blutentons, dancing across the flower meadow from blossom to blossom.
Yeah, but the next one looks kind of cool.
But by the way, Clemens Gerhardt does a lot of great games, so don't.
This
I mean,
is
you know,
Casey
show some
Kasem.
respect, Lance.
Drachentreppe.
Drachentrepper from Clemens Gerhardt. Try not to stumble on the dragon stairs and pick up eggs to reach the top.
What are you, Casey Kasem now?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
The presentation is nice on this one.
Here's a little game from a little girl in Dusseldorf.
A little girl in Dusseldorf sent me this letter.
Dear Casey,
Dear
I'd love
Casey.
to play Drachentreppen.
I still can't believe he voiced the original Shaggy.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Zoinks!
And
Scoob!
when he was still alive on Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, he did the voice of Scooby's dad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not Scooby's dad, Shaggy's dad. All right. Raccoony to go. Whipple-egg. Cocktail Games brings you Bomb Busters. Look how worried they are. Look at how happy that rabbit is. Not worried at all.
It's Hisashi Hayashi.
This is what you call it.
Yeah.
What you call it?
Whatchamacallit.
What?
The,
Bomb
the
Squad,
game
right?
previously known as Bomb Squad.
Yeah, well, you know, it has to come back.
Combo Games brings you Keyframes and Nico Syndicate.
Adaptoid.
Corax Games
Looks
brings
like
you
it's got its own-
Adaptoid.
That's got some thumbs. Tableau building. What was it?
Hey, it's Cosmic Frog from Jenna.
Yeah.
Use your 2-mile tile overpowered Cosmic Frog to harvest the best terrain. Crown of Ash. Schwarza Witten, Black Widow.
Schwarzo.
Mary, Barry, Inherit, Repeat.
Mary, Barry, Inherit, Repeat.
It's Black.
Rose
It's
drafting, hand management.
Black Widow, so it's like women who kill their husbands.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yep.
Oh.
Dragondale.
$70. I want to see what that looks like. 75 for Harrow County. I really want to play Harrow County.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh,
like
Jay's
that one.
game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been curious about that one for a while now.
3-player only.
I really
Oh,
love what Jay's doing.
My group's got 4 players, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Pick one out.
Korax games? That's not Korax. It's like off the page games.
Well,
This is like probably the German.
This is the German edition.
Passengers, rival restaurants. Zwei Zimmer.
Schweizimmer.
Zwei Zimmer.
Humans,
Right.
vampires hiding in this room and that. How can we escape?
Oh, here we go.
Vendel
Vendel
the
the Viking.
Vandal the Viking.
It's a lot of good names right there.
$80, Lance. We got to open a screenshot of that one. Come
No
on.
thanks.
$80. Killing me.
What?
Give me some satisfaction.
You're killing me,
get no.
Smalls.
I want to see $80 of game.
Nah, 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 nah,
That's
nah,
not $80
nah.
a game.
Yeah. Oh, that's Tabletop Simulator.
Ion Game Design. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Interesting.
Is that cooperative?
Doesn't look very.
Area majority influence modular board exploration in medieval. Must have.
Western Legends.
Ew.
Wait, that's old.
Yeah, it is. Must be some weird edition of
The
it.
German edition, 2024.
Yep.
Creative Creations.
Beyond the horizon.
It's a match. Mesos. Good lord. We're not even like, what are we, like a fifth of the way through? Hey, another version of Evolution.
There you go.
Good game.
I'm sure these games are amazing and fun.
They're fun, yeah.
I'm just jaded.
Yeah.
Onus. Try anus.
Honest, it's your responsibility.
Oh, yes.
Seti.
Says try anus.
I'd say that.
Try anus. Quali still exists.
Is it Quali or Swally?
I don't know. Make the best exhibition app to document the South American
Swally?
landscape. Speedboats by Quali was a fun game.
So is the not Evolution. What is the name of that game? Habitats is great.
Yeah. Speedboats was one of the best
I
racing
remember the-
games.
I remember the year he came to Essen with all those little porcelain animals. Sold like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Speedboats is great too.
Great racing game.
He has lots of great games. Factory Fun. It's great.
Why didn't that riverboat racing game ever come back in print? That's weird.
I don't know. Don't know.
My player 2 of that was fun. Little Alchemist, SETI.
Is that going to be for sale?
It's for sale.
Okay, cool. That'll do well. 964 thumbs. Jeez.
Tomas promised me a copy at BGG, so I'm actually interested in that.
Yeah, me too.
And there you go, everybody. There's your game.
Done.
There's your game
Name of the show.
that Lance is actually interested in.
That's because Tomas is giving you a free one.
I know you're getting.
No, I'm trading a last light for it. So
Oh,
we had an agreement. Hey, it's Ticket to Ride.
Go. Coming up the big one.
Dead Alive Games, Cyber Pet Quest.
Oh, Civolution is the. Yeah, look at that. Look at
Civolutions.
This. Look at this monster.
Oh, Dead Alive
Step
games.
on
I know those
down.
guys. They're really nice. Really nice.
It's a Stefan Feld game.
Oh,
Yes.
But look at the playtime.
He's like 9 feet tall. Did you know that?
I did know that.
He's not 9 feet tall.
He's like
He's like 6'8".
tall. Yeah, it's pretty tall. He's pretty tall.
He's
He's
super
also
thin.
so sweet. Very sweet.
Yes, he's one of the.
Very nice, sweet
he's-
man.
He is so humbly embarrassed.
Yes. This looks amazing, by the way. I picked it for my list. I hope I enjoy it, even though it's long.
This looks like a mess.
Up. Mess.
Just this looks like a
Yeah,
game where
whatever.
somebody starts teaching it to me, and I'm like looking for a fire alarm to pull. Just like
I'm gonna put that on my next feedback form. This game looks like a mess.
and I'd be like, "You're right." Intarsia.
Michael Keesland.
Assemble a valuable parquet floor with beautiful wooden ornaments.
Everybody's looking for the
that
next
sounds kinda
Sagrada
cool.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Roaring
Sounds cool.
20s. Lure a cool group of dinosaurs to your table with drinks and lava cakes. Because we couldn't just make it with like people. We gotta take dinosaurs and
Hey,
put
dude.
1920s outfits on them.
Quit making fun of the master. It's Leo Colomini.
Oh,
Has anyone played these witness games?
I played one of them.
Okay. Whisper your clues to fellow agents to solve 8 unique cases.
I don't know if it's the same system, but like the one I played was not good. And I regret playing it, honestly. It was really unfortunate. I
Well,
kind
there's
of
3
liked,
of them.
I liked part of it. No, I don't think I'm gonna play. I mean, unless they've changed it in some way. There was just so much. It was, I don't know.
all right. Just to let you know, when we get to F, we're going to call this to an end, and we'll finish it off next week. Delicious games. Rasafa. Buy my spice. Isn't your Campbell thirsty? Your God, it is amazing.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's Vladimir Sushi, so that's like the only thing that makes me go,
It's probably gonna be good.
because I really like Vladimir Sushi games. Though his last few haven't dazzled me like some of his early stuff.
Did you play Evacuation?
I did, and I wasn't.
You weren't dazzled.
I wasn't.
It looks
dazzled.
interesting.
Were you not entertained?
I was not. I was entertained, but I was also like, well, I never have to play that again. Yeah, as opposed to other games that he's
You're
done
so
where
jaded,
I'm like,
man.
this is really fun.
Yeah.
Rubico. Cities.
Severe.
Veer.
Walker Harding. Steve Finn. That's probably pretty good.
Probably is really good.
Daitoshi. I still remember when I sent
Danny Garcia.
Steve Finn an email saying, "Can I please buy scripts and scribes from you?" And he sold me one of his VHS tape box copies of it. That
Severe comes out with a lot of interesting games.
Later became Biblios. He had that one rocket ship game that was really good too. Sure, what it's called.
Hold on. We're going to get to something in a minute. It looks exactly like something we saw before.
What?
We're going to get to something in a minute. It looks like something we saw before.
Okay. The Lie. Hey, it's rock hard.
Heyo.
Anybody play it yet?
No.
I did. It's really good.
Yeah.
Sand.
We played it on game night. It's good.
Kinko.
Is this the wait? Hold on. Stop right there a second. Is this the game that you saw that you thought was the same art as the other one? Scott,
Which one?
remember you said that game before you were talking about the art?
Oh, Tinko? No, it was the weird one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the weird one.
All right.
I mean, it looks familiar, but
The next company we're going to get to has the thing that I was pointing out. I wanted to point out.
by the way, Michael Rennick is a great, he's a pretty good designer.
Venturesome. Are
Oh,
you
totally.
venturesome enough?
Oh, it's $10.
Okay, so look at these dice pen games. They look the same as those ones before.
Yeah, this looks like AI to me.
How dare they?
It just does.
Industrialization.
Wait a minute. How does Dice Pen and Dice Sticky? These look exactly.
Yeah, exactly. We're not really
There was a
sure
company
what's going on.
before that had the thing with the same border around all their games also.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on here with these games.
Oh.
League of Six. Vladimir Sushi.
Yeah, I own League of Six.
Oh yeah, League of Six.
This is the complete edition.
Did you something about that game just didn't do anything for me.
How am I supposed to get a copy? What the freaking company is this? Dino Toys SRO?
$75? Oh, $35. Maximize tax collection. Exciting ton of stuff.
You ever played League of Six? League of Six.
Yeah, but it just didn't do anything for me. But that was like 20 years ago. Wasn't it? When did that first come out?
That was a long time ago. What
It feels like 20 years.
When you couldn't get, because they did the complete edition because the expansion's impossible to find. And I remember Czech Games said, I think we have one. And I said, when Thomas gave it to me, he had Vladimir Sushi right on the inside. Thank you for all the reviews and for being a fan. I still have I throw away all my expansion boxes, but I kept that one expansion box.
Well, you can get a new one.
Yeah, this
So when did the first League of Six come out? What year? Scroll up.
How the hell am I gonna find this game? What publisher? This publisher. I'll have to go to their.
Maybe you
website.
should reach out to them. And
Oh, it's like a subsidiary of Ravensburger.
A Czech toy and
Formerly
board game
known as
maker.
Dino and Ravensburger SRO. Maybe not.
Yeah, I could reach out to
When
this
did
guy.
League of Six come out?
I don't know. Jeez.
You've got a database in front of you.
You have it in front of you
I'm
too.
gonna look it up.
You own the damn thing.
ooh, the Orleans anniversary box. Get 10 years of Orleans in one box.
That's pretty cool.
Which I can only imagine.
2007.
And then
Almost 20.
and then a bunch of, and there's like a few promo cards or whatever. I mean, Orleans is a great game,
There
but
was a lot of promo cards, lots of stuff.
I am curious as to what the components look like.
Are they deluxified? Doesn't look like it. Well, maybe they are. They look, do those look cardboard to you, or they look wood? They look wood.
No, those are, well, it's tough to see the notch.
Are they wood or are they like acrylic?
Where's the draw pieces?
No, those look wood.
Where's
Yeah,
the
they
draw
look thinner.
wood.
Where's the drog bag pieces?
Hold on.
Hey, look, this is a new thing with these little printed meeples. I've seen this a lot now. It must be easier to do.
Coins look nice.
Coins do look good. Trays look good.
Orleans is a very good game.
Yeah. Top ranked.
Reiner kind of I mean he made his best game pretty early. He's been chasing that for a while. All right, DMZ Harmony. Dragon Down Productions.
Ranked 32, by the way.
Justice. Dwarven Council of Law and Order members steer the cases for their own benefit. Dronda Games. Explorers of Navoria. DV Games. Rumble Bots.
Yeah. Until
Proven Guilty. The Starry Sky Necklace.
It's like Phoenix, right?
Yeah. Eagle Griffin. Inventions. The evolution of ideas.
$150.
Just insanity.
Pure insanity.
I'm so glad I got rid of all of my those giant box games, so I didn't feel like I had to buy them anymore. Edition Spielwise Mizakatsuki. That's kind of a neat thing. Place terms in a grid. That's clearly defined by yourself. I like that art. Context. It looks a little AI-y though.
Was it?
A little. Laurel. Plant flowers and fulfill tasks by comparing your garden with your opponents. Elf Creek. Santa's Workshop.
Guess it's coming out in German. Isn't that,
Oh, this is the English edition.
Oh, that's
Second printing of the English edition.
I wonder what they're doing with it. Yeah, I guess. Sometimes I just wonder, and you know, they do have to say why they putting it on the list.
Well, Elf Creek just got it. So it's new from
Oh.
Elf Creek. And
Oh,
they
is it
changed,
new?
they
It says
tweaked some stuff in it.
It's from 2023 though.
This is the second edition. I don't know.
Oh, second. Okay, whatever. Fine.
Emperor S4 Games. Kimono Memories. Shadow House.
Got a house.
The code.
Tori. Explore 8. AI 100% human.
All right. This is what I've noticed so far on this list. These games are not games that were Essen games 10 years ago.
Like
that-
they're lesser than is what you're trying to say?
No, like Essen games used to be like the big, long, heavy Euros.
Oh, they're in here, but they're just
There's
just
not that many. They used to be
they're
like
harder to find. They're harder to find.
Hey, a Johnny Pack game.
There you go.
Dream
I've
World.
been waiting on this Unconscious Mind one.
you know?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Through dreams, Freud's followers delve into their clients'
Ooh.
unconscious
By the way-
minds.
Do you guys follow Johnny Pack on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a nutball.
He is so stylish.
yeah.
He looks he's got a BGG shirt, like the the Hawaiian shirts that we sell. He makes it look good. I
Yeah.
almost want to reach out to him to ask him for a picture just to put
He
on.
always looks good, man.
It looks so good.
outfits. Yeah.
It's sharp.
Fiora and Spira.
Feuerland.
Develop your small glass-making domain in the woods of the Black Forest.
Yeah, let's go. I'm down for look Uwe Watt Rosenberg and Tito Lorenz. Who's Tito Lorenz?
You have to ask.
The cover is cool.
Yeah. Tauschrausch.
So
Fireside
Draft,
Games.
cut, choose, and showcase a growing collection of stamps.
Ultimatch.
yeah, I found it.
Zoomies. Floodgate. Bad. Landmarks. I played that. It's fun.
Is it a party game?
Yeah. It's one little one where just it's clever, depending on who you play with. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. I like how it's $24.92 on Amazon. Save
that?
3
That's
pennies.
that. Surge pricing.
Yep.
Wow.
Font Karuta LLC, a game that combines traditional Japanese card games and typography.
Oh, so old. Yes, this is an older title, but I'm listing it anyways. This Japan brand usually brings only small quantities of a title for sale. Eric, thank you.
Build, sell, upgrade, get new equipment, and be the best automatons factory.
Automatons.
Automatons.
So-
Automatons?
Automaton.
4 comma games. What is this game? $170. Can we see a picture of it, please?
Killing
CSX
me all day.
always. Thanks, Lance. There was a game
Automatons.
that went under the radar, and then people played it, and they're like, "It's great." Like it was like a sci-fi kind of game. Do you guys remember this? Like, kind of looked like this a little bit.
No. But I believe you.
Man,
Connect.
on
Try to claim as many connects as you can. Potato. Tomato. Conflict between potatoes and tomatoes happens in the world of side dishes.
I like it.
Paperback writer. The deluxe edition of Paperback 10th Anniversary will also be available. Tim
$70.
Powers Games. Typewriter.
Is that a new one?
2024.
Tableau building word game made of typewriter keys. Does it come with real typewriter keys? No. It says deck, bag, and pool building. It must be. But it says bag building.
Yes.
Neat. Wait. Cool. Like the old circular ones.
All right, claw machine. The stuffed animal machines are a hit. Polaris, Warp and Weft, Whispering Woods. 21 hand games. Challenge your friends with nothing but your bare hands.
There you go.
You remember like thumb wrestling and stuff? Is that what?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Is it an empty box?
Ha!
I guess it's a book.
Wildwasser, der große Flusslauf. A race across
It's-
dangerous ice flows.
It's a little tin with a deck of cards in it,
Well, it's
and it's only 21 cards in it.
$12.
Don't get pushed into the
I
river.
want my $12.
Blockets. Complete the lines, block spaces, and specialize in a few figures. Bid on one of 5 horses in different races. Pandama.
Panda
Pandema!
racing.
Why is it bid on one of 5 horses if it's
Pandama.
panda racing? That's just
Yeah, what?
Ain't
What's
nothing
the
like it. Her
syllabus?
shiny machine. Got the feel
The
for the wheel.
growth is panda panda.
Keep the moving parts clean.
Das große Quiz der Dialekte. Find out how well you understand words from various dialects in German. Can
Ew.
I? Crackle Oracle.
Isn't it Crackle Oracle?
It's Crackle Oracle.
Crackle Oracle.
Crackle Oracle.
Lost in translation. Find the meanings of unusual expressions in more than 30 languages. Penguin Airlines, a fun team game about pilot penguins.
Mhm.
Would you like to play a game of swap?
Swoop. Swoop.
Frosted Games, Aeon's End, Andromeda's Edge, Endeavor. They must just be doing German versions of stuff. Ratjack, Colossus, Townsfolk Tussle, Das Unbewusste,
Johnny Pack.
Johnny Pack. Castle Builder. Place tiles to build a beautiful castle.
Look at the time on the next game, Lance.
Oh my heavens!
Whoa.
It's 6 hours solo campaign. It's only cards.
16 bucks.
The 360 to 480 minutes is the entire game.
How many cards is it?
It's not. It doesn't even like it's that much. It's only 16 bucks.
Yeah.
It's a solo 6-hour game.
Bricks Games.
Because I saw this, I'm like, wait a minute, that's
What does a
huge.
castle builder look like? Brick, can you bring a picture of the castle builder game? I mean, this almost feels like it should be an app.
What's a legacy game? So you have to like destroy
You
stuff.
have to burn the card. Oh, it is a legacy game.
That's the Kingdom Legacy one.
Gosh, you think the box is that thick? What, 16 cards or whatever it is?
I'm using advantage. Some cards will be torn, others will be upgraded or enhanced with stickers.
It's only
Write the name on the side of the
16
box with the most permanent marker you can find. That's how big the box is.
Yeah, it's tiny. Can't stop playing this one. Is the headline of the review.
Yeah, you can. Because
Can,
eventually
can you show me Castle Builder, please? Look at that. Stand
Nice.
up boards.
Some nice cardboard.
I like the like wacky look of it.
It's wacky.
Kind of like all right. Thank you.
Funbot. Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Break the ice from the
Oh, does that break
crowd.
the ice?
Does.
The ice is gonna break.
The Factory of Dreams. Treetopia. Fun Tales. Seduce who the demon is. You're lodging and bluffing. Dead players still play.
I had blood on the clock there.
Yeah.
$155.
And the final game, up to F. Obscurians.
Exciting.
Well, I saw one.
I saw at least two.
There's many more than that on there.
One that I'm interested in, Aldi.
Okay.
I'm very refined. My
Your tastes are refined to a sharp hone.
yes.
A sharp hone.
Honed sharp.
Don't you make fun of me for my ability to have
Your
a
ability to
discerning taste.
Cut through the chaff. Separate the
Yeah,
chaff from the
that's
wheat.
exactly what I do. I cut through
The
the
wheat from the
chaff.
chaff.
All right. So
I toss it
as
aside.
opposed to 10 years ago, there are 30 games that are 90 minutes and longer.
From 10 years ago. Then
Compared to like 10 years ago,
there's only 90.
there's only 30 games that are 92 plus minutes.
I feel like that. Is that indicative of what are you saying? Everything's super light now?
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Might be
we
right.
are
You might be right. Times have changed.
we've seen most of them.
Did we?
No, we've seen a good number of them. 1, 2, 3.
So if you just filter by you're just using the filters?
Yep, 7, 8.
Do the filters work?
I don't know.
For the time.
Thorgal's on here twice. Yokohama's on here.
I wonder if people like shaving off at minutes to be under 90. I would probably do 75.
Like Asian Tigers is on here. Thorgal.
Oh yeah, that's another AI cover.
Like 1984, it's the Spanish edition. Galactic Renaissance. I'm not gonna be here next week, so I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
I found at least like 20 games I'm interested on this list when I went through it.
That's a good number.
Yeah. I mean, and I was sort of being there's probably more than that.
Ooh, the Stroganoff Big Box Edition.
Was that any good?
I don't know.
Yeah. I didn't even play the first one.
Let's see.
Well, are we done?
It's a weight 4 out of 5.
It's pretty
4 out of 5. Yeah, I think I'm tired. I got a bunch of crap to do tomorrow.
Nice.
We'll be back, finish it off. Evan, what you been up to?
I have been getting everything ready for this demo for Essen. We're like doing mail merges and fiddling with InDesign and
going? That's
Photoshop
what you
and all
were-
that junk. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Do you remember where you're staying? We talked about this already. I forgot.
Yeah, some like little tiny.
Yeah.
It's like walkable though, like a 10-minute walk or something.
Walkable.
Yeah.
You're on Martinstrasse. Martinstrasse.
Oh yeah, Martinstrasse.
Martinstrasse. You hear it when you hear it on the subway, you'll know why I'm saying.
Yeah, very
By the way,
excited.
the tickets don't come with subway passes anymore.
Oh, did they used to?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
made it-
I
made
didn't
it
know I
really
was missing
easy.
anything.
Yeah, it sort of sucks that that doesn't anymore.
Yeah, I think we're good
I
with that
mean,
little.
I
little
don't
longer.
know. I mean, I think that would probably not be fun to be Herat to get tagged in Germany with a ticket for not having a ticket.
Yeah, right.
Because then you're like, you can't even speak the language, and they're gonna give you some fine. So just do it. I think you can buy like a 5-day pass. I think.
Yeah,
But it's not cheap.
right. Well, yeah, I think we'll be able to avoid it.
Or
At
you
least
just buy a ticket
for
when
the-
you go. If you just walk in, you'll be fine.
I think we're just gonna walk probably.
Yeah. Sometimes though, you're like, oh, it's so nice to just.
I know, right? I'll have
train.
to carry
But,
my
like,
backpack with all my
yeah,
junk.
because you'll be carrying all those bags.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. At least on the way there, we're gonna have to do it. Like to and from the airport and stuff.
Yeah. There's a train, but I always just get taxis.
Yeah.
Hey
Remember
Scott,
when I went to Essen, I remember the hotel we were at, or I would get up, I would go downstairs, eat basically the bread and meat and cheese breakfast.
Are you talking about Atlantic Congress or something? Or is that a different hotel?
No, I'm talking about Essen.
Yeah, I know, but which hotel?
Oh shit! You're asking me? I don't remember.
Atlantic, was it the Atlantic Congress?
Probably. For
Oh.
all else I know. But I would walk down. There was like a classic German breakfast, which is just meat, cheese, and bread. And like you get a coffee if you wanted, but I just drink water. And then I go get in the subway.
Sparkling water.
Yeah. And then but there was one place in the subway that had like energy drinks. They had like Monsters. And I'd go and I'd get one. And I'd go and wait for the thing and I'd get on it, take me to Spiel. And then I was there. And when I came home, like across the street from the hotel, there was this like deli / pizza place, and I'd eat there and I would get I'd walk in and the guy would because there would be 3 guys sitting there watching soccer or European football or whatever you want to call it. And then I'd walk in and like the first time I came in there, I got a pizza and he said it was salami and onions. And then every single time he'd just say
delicious.
he'd say salami onion, and I'd say yep. And then they actually had cold soda, which was like
yeah.
which is rare. It was like it was in a fridge.
There's more soda these days.
Yeah, but I'd sit down and watch football with those guys, and they were all very nice.
Nice.
They were just
Yeah,
nice
there's some
dudes.
good food though in Essen. I remember.
Yeah.
hey Scott,
Yeah.
are you getting a copy of Asian Tigers?
We're gonna try to get a copy of everything.
All 1,100.
We've gotten contacts from
If you can get 2 copies, that would be awesome.
2 copies of what?
Asian Tigers,
Why would it be awesome?
because I want a copy.
You
Yeah, I
want
got
one?
a list of stuff I want
It's-
you to mule home.
Oh, I
for
don't
me.
do that anymore.
It's from
Yeah.
Pythagoras Games,
Yeah.
but it's Nuno and Paolo, the Madeira guys.
Oh, okay.
It's 120-minute playtime,
Whew.
and it's like a 4 something weight.
Is it a 2 to 4 player?
It's 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
No,
feel like
3.75.
I feel like when they do
3.75.
120 minutes, that's for 2 players. Is it, or is it 90 to 120?
It just says 120-minute playing time.
That's it.
That's all it says on. An easygoing mechanism provides an interactive experience in which players dispute the relevance of their presence in each of the Tigers and also the personal goals established by their own management decisions.
Huh. Sounds like a winner. It's got AI art though.
I don't care.
I know. Me neither, really. But
There's the only art is the cover.
oh, okay.
There's really no art in the game.
It's just abstract.
Yeah, there's no art in the game.
So I saw another AI controversy this morning. Anyway,
really?
we could be done.
I like controversy.
I like
What is
controversy.
it?
I mean, I'm friends with the publishers, so I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Well, we can do that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I was wondering what. I mean, they have their reasons, but anyway, it's just gonna eventually. I mean, I guess you can kind of keep throwing up protests about it, but eventually, I think it will just the dam will break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your point.
I could find another mule. Thanks, Scott.
Sorry,
I
Anthony.
never asked you for anything.
I know you don't. But here's the problem.
I know.
It's a communication problem. It's incredibly hard to communicate with my team when I'm not there, and then also all of the things that happen to games when comes back to Dallas. There's this automatic machine that just starts churning through games. It's a game eating machine. It's a system that just eats the games and like processes and does all these things, and then I have to basically throw a wrench in the works to get one thing out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't do that anymore. Right, Lance?
Yes. Sure.
That year. Would you?
So it's not like Lance had you
more-
ship a whole
I
Alaboom
think I
brand.
spent more time trying to get Lance's games on any other thing I did that year.
Oh, and I appreciated it so much. And I still have several of them,
Okay.
including my ultimate Mega Civ or whatever.
Yeah, the Mega Civ, that was a nightmare. Also, by the way, I think didn't we get a box of paper? I feel like we bought a Mega Civ that came back filled with newspaper.
That wasn't mine. Mine's got all the
Yeah,
stuff.
that was with Jennifer, I think.
I had to
She opened the box when we
my
got home.
wooden
It was all
box.
newspapers.
Part of my wooden box came apart. I had to wood glue it back together, but it's fine.
Yeah. Have you ever played it?
Yeah, once.
You played the Mega Civ?
I enjoyed it
I
immensely.
have Mega Civ on my shelf. I think I just need to shelve it permanently.
And then of course I'm an idiot,
Oh,
and
shelf.
that when that same company came out with Western Civ and Eastern Civ, I bought both of those as well. You know, like $120 each, and those are still in shrink. So because
How
I'm an
much
idiot.
is $89.95 Canadian? Oh, that's not bad.
It's like $30.
How much is to ship it though?
Are you buying it from Board Game Bliss?
It's the only place that has it.
Yeah, you might as well. Board Game Bliss is a pretty good to get imports. And Zatu. Have you ever used Zatu?
No.
ZATU. Order quick, it comes fast. Also, the French publisher, what's the French store called? Drawing a blank. But they have tons of imports because they're in France.
Let's see how much
Yes.
it's cost to ship.
Well, I'll set up our game of Civolution for BGG Con. Are we gonna play Station Fall?
Yes.
I mean, you know I'm in.
Okay.
I'll put my perfect record on the line.
Charlie will probably be in. Did you play
You-
with Charlie last time?
You boys have fun without me.
I'll send a car.
I won't hold my breath. Let's see.
Clown car's coming.
Oh, that's not bad. It's only $14 to ship it to me.
No, I've ordered from Board Game Bliss several times. No problem.
Bosco's a good dude too.
Bosco.
Yeah, who runs it?
His name's Bosco?
Yeah.
Like the chocolate sauce?
I don't know.
You know there's Bosco sauce, right?
Yes.
Wasn't that a thing?
I believe there's Tobasco, which is a sauce.
Bosco. That was the spicy version.
Yeah, that was the spicy version.
No, wasn't Bosco like
Yeah, it's chocolate. It's chocolate
drink mix something or other?
mix.
Bosco?
Chocolate.
Sounds legit.
Drink your Bosco. Ovaltine. Ovaltine was the.
Sure to
Be
drink
sure
your
to drink your
Ovaltine.
Ovaltine. Ovaltine. Man, gosh, that movie was so good.
Such a good movie.
It is so good.
All right.
The 80s remake of that movie, it's not really a remake, but it like,
It wasn't good.
it was not great. But the one where they go for the Super Nintendo system was pretty good. Or the Nintendo system. Have you seen that one?
Yes.
It's okay. Okay.
All right. I am tired.
Have a good trip. Evan, when are you leaving?
Yeah, thanks. Next week on the
Are you
1st.
just going to Essen straight or are you going anywhere else?
No, Ryan's
Nothing
gonna
else?
go visit Josh in Albania, but no, I'm just going straight.
Albania.
Yeah. Pretty dang cool.
Next year, go to like Amsterdam first and then click over to Essen. And then Paris or
I know, it'd be so fun.
London or any other city, really.
It'd be so fun.
Munich, Berlin, Prague. That's all the ones I've been to.
Yeah. It'd be a
Hamburg,
blast. But no,
Copenhagen.
gotta come back fast.
Well, someday.
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave before next week or after or next Wednesday or
Leaving the 1st, whatever that day
okay,
is.
well, that's
Tuesday?
Monday.
That's Monday.
That's
No,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Cool, man. We'll have a good trip.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I'm
Lincoln's already there.
Is he
By
already
the way,
there?
Lincoln
Wow.
broke his foot. I think I told you guys, right?
Really? Oh dang.
Yeah. So he's there with a like he's got
Hobbling
a
around?
it's not a cast, but it's like definitely an unremovable thing around his leg.
Yeah.
Not a cast.
It's a
But
bummer. Yeah.
yeah, he's got a knee scooter. He got wheelchaired onto the airplane. He's like, it was amazing. I'm
Oh,
like,
gosh.
because you get on early, someone pushes
Yeah.
you on, like you don't have to do nothing. By the
Yeah.
way, getting
Oh, that's
off
awesome.
not easy. Nobody in Germany will take you off the plane with a wheelchair. Yeah, like
That's hilarious.
he had to figure it out to get out. Yeah, he's got these. He wanted to get collapsible crutches, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be rough on him. Honestly, I feel Essen is a beater.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it.
I believe it.
It will. I remember near the end, me and Lance were just sitting there bullshitting in the back room, doing nothing. But I felt a little guilty. Do you remember that,
Why?
Lance?
Yes,
we
I
were
do.
making funny pictures with Do you remember that?
Yes.
And we were playing this
absolutely remember
we were
that.
playing this tennis game that we got there. It was just
Oh,
amazing.
I still own my copy. That game.
We still sell that. Like it's still keeps selling. It's just endless sales. Match set point
Set match point. Set point match. or
set
something.
point
Yeah.
match set.
It is.
point
It is the
set
perfect.
match.
It actually because if you go for the tough shots and stuff like that, you leave yourself open and
point
yeah.
set match points. God,
Point set match. Point set match. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Is that it? I just feel like it's
Game's
wrong.
great.
That was a good find.
That was a heck of
And
a
we are
heard
still
that before.
selling that game. We keep reordering it and it keeps selling.
Wow.
It's like a
Evergreen.
set and match. $30. Amazing flicker. Finger
Yeah.
flicker. Tennis game. So good. Like really, really good. It's stunningly good.
Better than it deserves.
I
to
probably
be.
just sold 2 copies talking about it.
So.
All right. Well, get some Donner. Get
What's-
some Donner kebab. Get what's it called? The currywurst.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Currywurst and
Spiral potatoes.
schnitzel. Oh yeah, you got to get the spiral potato.
Spiral potato.
Pataten. Get the donuts.
Oh no, it's kartoffel. Kartoffel.
Kartoffeln. Get the donuts. That's so good. Get the ice cream is pretty good. They have like the soft serve ice cream. They give you like this mountain. I mean, it's just a monstrous ice cream.
Nice.
Get the what else, Lance? Although you ate pizza every night. Get a schnitzel. Jager schnitzel. That's what I get. That's with mushrooms.
Sounds good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I got a
Pretty good.
schnitzel.
Pretty good. Jager schnitzel. Jager schnitzel. Trying to think what else I like there. There's an all-you-can-eat sushi place,
Oh, is it good?
which back in the day, could eat a lot.
Huh.
But if you're trying to lose weight, don't go there.
Right.
You can order. It's got a timer. You can order a main order like every 5 minutes.
Huh.
And you just use it or an iPad. It's pretty great. And nothing's really amazing, but it's lots of sushi
Sounds
and
good.
hot stuff too. Some hot stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing's amazing and nobody's happy.
No, but it's just here's the thing. Finding good solid places in Europe is challenging. Can be challenging.
Yeah. That's
There's
not
also
bad.
what is it? Did you ever go to the steak place, Lance, with the Slivovitz?
I don't think I did.
Oh, what is that place called? Hold on. I gotta bring up my map, so I got everything starred. If it's still there, it's worth going. What is the name of the place? My stars aren't showing up. Oh, there's a good Mongolian place called Mongos.
Okay.
You can eat if you want to. Zebra
Oh wow.
and all wild types of wild game,
Yeah.
Mongolian style, right? They'll grill it. They grill it.
Interesting.
Yeah, Mongos, if you're that into that kind of thing.
I don't
And
know.
it's pretty close to where you're staying, if I recall.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my! I don't know about
Yeah. Do you want a zebra?
that. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. There's a really good Italian place called Il Mulino. It's not amazing, but it's
Sounds
okay.
good.
It's good.
Oh yeah.
Der Luva is my favorite. Quick, not quick, but like the best schnitzel.
Yeah.
It's like a bar pub place up in the city center. So you may not make it up there since you're walking a lot, but
Oh yeah.
you
probably
might.
not.
But here's the thing: if anyone says you want to go to the Luva or Delowe, Lowe.
Yeah.
By the way, no one can say it correctly in Germany. Every time I would be in the taxi, I'd be giving directions. I'd be like, Der Luva, Dankeschön, or Bitte. And they're
Yeah.
like, Der Luva? What? Der Luva? No. Yeah, like Derlow. Like, that's not how you say it. They could never understand me. And I would
That's
basically
hilarious.
have to show them on my phone. Oh, Der Luva. Like, didn't I just say that? I feel like
Nope.
I just.
No, you
that-
didn't.
Oh, yeah, I felt like an idiot. Anyway,
Oh my gosh.
have fun.
Yeah,
I
dude, I
don't feel like I
will.
want to go now.
I know, right?
I kind of feel like I want to go, but then I'm kind of glad I'm not going.
Well, yeah.
It's
Hey, we'll see
it's
it.
fun and not fun, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be a little too much, but yeah, we'll still have a good time.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
You're a good sport.
We'll still, yeah. It'll still be fun. And it'll be nice to see it.
Can't find that steakhouse.
BGG.
Yeah. Nope, can't find it. Not starred. Got too many other stars, but not that one. Anyway, there's also a pretty good Asian restaurant on the second floor above the casino.
Is it peppercorn?
No, it's not peppercorn.
Salt and peppercorn.
No, that's star. Actually, I saw that on the map, and it's not that one. You know what? Let me just look one more time.
Cowboy style steakhouse?
No,
Blockhouse?
no, it's more like I want to say it's like Ukrainian, but Hold on. Let me look. Uh, I had a Chateaubriand there. Amazing. It was pretty amazing. You have
It's a
to have,
decent-
you have to have
decent
two
wine.
people for that, for a Chateaubriand.
Wait, what is Chateaubriand? Is that not
It's
wine?
like a big long steak. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
it's like a
I
big
don't think I've
steak.
ever had that.
Yeah. It's worth getting if you can get another person to eat with you.
Okay.
Here it is. Where is that? Is it on the map? Oh, permanently closed. Huh. That's not it. Man, where'd it go? Oh, also, Fritz Patrick's.
Yeah.
Fritz Patrick's
I've
is
heard of
good.
that place.
Try not to go there every night because it's super easy.
Really?
Yeah, it's super easy, but you're not going to see much if you go there every night. And I know a lot of people will go there every night.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn close.
Okay. So do it, but not all the time.
Do it, but don't go every night.
Yeah.
Try not to. Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't find that place. If I find it, I'll send it to you. But
Yeah.
honestly,
Cool.
it's probably closed, right? Everything, it's been a while.
Right. Yeah. Who knows what's still around?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I see Fritz Patrick's.
All right. That's still there.
Yep, still there.
All right, I'm going to bed.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Fitzpatrick's. I'm going to go there, but not every time.
Have a good time, Evan.
I will. Yeah.
You will go there at least once.
Yeah.
And you can, and honestly, I think the shepherd's pie is very good at the Fritz Patrick's.
Oh,
Okay,
the
all right.
shepherd's
Are you
pie.
a
like
beer
shepherd
drinker?
Cider.
Okay. Because you can order this beer that's like, it comes in this tube that's like 3 feet, 4 feet tall.
Oh my gosh. I might have to do it. I mean, when I'm
Yeah,
in
you might
Germany,
have. Yeah,
when I'm in Germany, I might just have
Rodney
to.
ordered that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is this beer? I mean, it's just a mountain of beer. Like it's like what? Yeah, he
Yeah.
drank it. Yeah,
I might just have to do it. When in Rome, as they say.
all right. Guten Vater. But good travels.
Oh, is that
Good fart. Good fart.
I was like,
I think
"Guten
I think
Fart."
that's how
Yeah.
you say it. I think that's how you say it.
Good
Probably
travels.
not though.
Well, I could probably fit one thing in my. Well, you
Well,
have people going
Harry
there.
Glasscock wants a thing.
What was it? What was it? Mr. Glasscock?
He's not.
He's out. All right. Lost his chance.
It's Asian tigers or something like that. Twin tigers, Asian tigers.
Is he going to be a BGG con?
No.
Oh, well, all right.
You have to
Then
mail it.
me picking it up is not going to be very helpful.
All right, so I have one last place it could be. Is it Warsteiner boots?
No, it's more of like it's like a Ukrainian
Steiner
steakhouse. I want to say Ukrainian, but I know that's not right. It's not Ukrainian.
Because Warsteiner boots, Warsteiner Stifle.
Steiner boots.
Hold on, you're making me phone.
Warsteiner Stifle is what it's actually called because that's Stifle is boots. And they have Chateaubriand.
Yeah. Also, if you get spaghetti ice, I think it's called.
What's
Spaghetti
that?
ice. Yeah, spaghetti ice cream.
Spaghetti ice
Yeah,
cream.
get it. Spaghetti nice.
Interesting. Okay.
And get a I think it's called Rattler.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's like cider and something. I don't know. Like
I've
maybe
heard of
it's
that.
Rattler.
Oh, there's a place in Essen called Crime Scene Essen Restaurant.
Crime scene.
Scene.
It's called Crime Scene Restaurant.
Crime scene.
Yikes.
Wow. Wonder what the steal is with that.
Maybe it's like super highly themed.
Yeah,
like
it's not
you figure
peppercorn.
out things or something. Pfeffercorn. Salt and pfeffercorn.
So it's European dishes with Asian influences.
Okay.
But a crime scene?
It's called Crime Scene Essen Restaurant.
Weird.
Do you solve a crime?
I don't
That's what I'm
know.
wondering.
Is it
if
like
it's like
Crime
a
Theater?
murder mystery or something.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Although I wouldn't have any idea what's going on. Everybody be like, Schnell. And I'd be,
Oh, Pizzeria Venezia. But I don't know if that's around anymore. Oh yeah, temporarily closed. You get these
bummer.
the garbage can lid size pizzas. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just it takes the whole table. It's like 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
It's really fun. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you
Yeah.
have.
No, it'll be a
I'm
good
sure you'll
time.
find your own fun,
Yeah.
even if you don't
it'll-
see these
it'll be
other
great.
places.
It'll be great. I'm excited. My first one, maybe my only one. We'll see.
Do you remember, Lance? Do you remember the hotel that had the little 10-pin bowling under in the basement? He's checked out.
No, I'm not checking.
There's a 10-pin bowl. Food. You just order it. I can't remember where it is. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
It's all good.